Land is overgrown, a slum of heroes, while mortals and the gods untouched by sorrow. For they have taken oath to avoid the toil that others live below, to beg and borrow, beg and borrow. Elysium descend upon her palace paradise. Elysium, the fields await you. Enter the afterlife. Everybody goes in blind, dwell in shadows, hunted in the night, taken to the gallows. If you find yourself alone, do not be troubled. You are in Elysium. Do you dare to fall? To fall. Elysium descend upon her palace paradise. Elysium, the fields await you. Enter the afterlife. Descend upon her palace paradise. The fields await you to the afterlife. Elysium transcend beyond her promise of paradise. Elysium exposed and hollow. This is your one true
Yeah! Welcome to another episode of Artco Drone Solutions. We've got a great show tonight. We're going to be talking about how to grow your YouTube channel. So, before I get going, it is time for some Christmas humor. All right. What do reindeers say before they tell you a joke? This one's gonna slay you. Why don't you see Santa? Why don't you ever see Santa in the hospital? Because he has private elf care. Why is it getting harder to buy advent calendars? Because their days are numbered. What do you call an elf that could sing and dance? Elvis. Thank you. Thank you very much. Where does Santa keep all his money? At the local snowbank. What do you call a broke Santa? St. Nicholas. What does Miley Cyrus have for Christmas? A twerky. What does Santa do with out of shape elves? He sends them to the elf farm. What do snowmen eat for breakfast? Frosted flakes or ice krispies? How do snowmen get around? They ride an icicle. What do you get if you eat Christmas decoration? Tinselitis. What does a ginger man put on his bed? Cookie sheet. And that is all. Thank you. All right, let's get this train wreck going. Let's get going. And let's bring up our esteemed guests. Before I bring up our guests, I want to thank Drone Rob for that $10 super chat. Please keep that train going. I guess I can't do it. So this one's for you. Thank you, Rob. Thank you all for that wonderful super chat. So please, let's keep this train going. Let's keep those super chats going because that helps me to keep the show going the way it's going. Well, it'll get better down the road, but I could get some great giveaways like drones. Like in 2 weeks, I'm going to be giving away a Tiny Hawk 2 freestyle. So let's get the show going. Let's bring up my first co-host all the way from Liverpool, New York. It is the effervescent Chuck Kovac. Welcome, Chuck.
Hey, Art. Hey, everybody in the chat. How's everybody doing? Happy holidays.
Well, thank you very much. Hey, let's bring up my other co-host all the way from the Great White North, the subdued Jim Beauchard.
Yeah. JB.
Yeah.
Hey, Chuck.
Hey, Mike Roach, thank you very much. Thank
wow,
you
look at
for the
this.
super chat.
$9.99. That's
So
a
you're
very
probably
festive
wondering,
price
how
right
was I
there.
able to get those instantaneous effects? I bought a Stream Deck. This is
Yeah, it's
the
working
Stream
great.
Deck Mini.
Works
So
great.
I've got the main button that turns on vMix, and the other $5 are for sound effects. I got clapping. And there's that one. What if I tell a really bad joke?
Wow, it goes for a while like the crying baby. You dropped the crying baby, right?
No, that's not on here.
Oh, thank goodness. That went on forever and ever and ever. Yeah, but longer. Like days.
Well, Jim, welcome to the show. Good to see you. Any snow yet up there?
No, not lately. We had very little bit, but it was gone the next day with some warm temperatures.
We haven't had any since April.
Really?
It's been bone dry here.
Wow. Jim, I don't know about you. We're at 39 right now, but we had snow and it all melted. And then we had a little bit of snow and it all melted. And a little bit of snow and it all melted.
Yeah, it's cool. It's 4 degrees out there. It's barbecuing, so
4 degrees Celsius.
yeah.
So that'd
be about like
39,
60.
Yeah, I was gonna say we're 39 right now, but yeah, that's not too far off from where we are.
Yeah, pretty similar.
Mm-hmm.
Just
right, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. There's Charles Galuski, Michael Flies Own Drones, and Warren Akira Show, Steve Mack, Jeff, Carolina Airshot, Alan, Drone Views Media, and then we can't forget Bill, Uncle Bill's Toy, Bill Ronayne, all the way from Florida. And then all the way from the land down under, we've got Glenn, Thunderbird 6, and then we have this guy, Uncle Extra Medium. And then we have Matt from Maddie's Drone World, Jody, Drone Shot, and who else? We got a ton of, Robbie RC Pro from Belgium. So we've got our European. Oh, wait a minute. Whoa. Troy, Big Water Media. Thank you very much. And then we got Tom all the way from Oklahoma. And boy, we got a ton of people in watching. That is cool.
Everybody wants a Christmas card or holiday toffee art.
Yeah. And there's Trevor Foose, all the way from the land down under. Mike Roach, you gave me that $10 super chat. And David, Arizona Drone Dude, I think he was the last winner of the toffee. And Lake Pilot. We got a whole bunch of Drone Rob and Fernando Chimuco. Ooh, well, thank you. I guess that's South America, Central America, maybe Portugal, maybe. Oh, and here.
Phil's invisible. Don't tell Art. Sorry, Bill.
And there's my, if you want to make a contribution, you can pay my PayPal.
That's best. That's direct. Cuts out the middleman.
Yep, it does. They only take a teeny tiny
bit compared to YouTube's 30% or something.
Yep, that's right.
It's like our we can talk about that tomorrow. It's similar. What's I gonna say?
I don't know.
Matter. Coast to Coast Drones. Yeah, his Klingon cloaking device must have sputtered because we see him now.
So, let's go ahead and talk about how to grow your channel.
Oh yeah,
Now,
let's do that.
it takes a lot of time and persistence and consistency. You gotta, keep putting out content out there. And also, one of the things that work on your thumbnails. It took me a long time to finally get to where I not perfected, but I'm getting better with my thumbnails. I found this website called Canva, and they have a whole bunch of tools that will help you to make thumbnails, how to put your banner on your YouTube channel, and yeah, it's a great place to go to find templates and play around with them and use different fonts. And now they've added animation, which is kind of cool. I haven't played with that, but
And animation for your banner,
e-
or
either banners or maybe your, I don't know if you could
can you use
do
a
that
GIF?
with
Can you use a
your.
GIF for a banner? I'll tell you, Art, though, you're right. I just found, I did a search because I was watching one of those YouTube channels. It's IQ, whatever the heck it is, the one that tells you about how to build your channel. And I watched it. And they were talking about,
vidIQ.
yeah, it's vidIQ.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jim.
Yeah.
And so I decided to follow their lead, and I did exactly what you just suggested. I redid my banner. I made it very focused. It's like what are Lori and I doing? We're doing travel vlogs. So okay,
Right.
bam, travel vlogs. And then I found this really cool, it was a template to help you. You know how it's broken into sections. So you have the center section is your main banner for like a PC, and then you have the computer, and then you have, or the PC, then you have the TV is the whole thing, and then you have the phone. It's like a section.
Yeah. Mhm.
You can fit it all in. You can keep messing around with it till you get it all like tolerable, because
So it'll work on multiple platforms.
you have to
you know,
kind of
like-
tweak your banner so that it
Yep.
works on all the
Mhm.
platforms, all three big platforms, which is a real difficult thing to do. But I cursed and moaned and groaned and got through it. then I did what else everybody was telling me for the longest time too, was try to, like, with this video I popped up today, which is from this place, actually, ironically.
Oh yeah, the zip line.
the
That
zipline
was a
thing.
really good video.
That was all done on a phone 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And I found the footage and I was like, holy crap, I got to make a video of this. This is cool. And they like made the perfect story. And Lori came up and I showed her and she's like, where'd you find all that stuff? I didn't know you filmed that much that day. I was like,
Mhm.
well, yeah, I guess I did. I wish I had more of that stuff. So anyway, the thumbnail for that was following more of the rules, where you're supposed to use really bold white text and not clutter the image. And then the image of us holding hands on the zip line just seemed like perfect. And then
Oh.
you can't tell where our feet are, which is good too, because that was a stage shot that they do for you at the platform. Secrets out.
Mhm.
But anyway, so like you said, the thumbnails are really, really important. Until you're a big channel, the thumbnails are critical. I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
You watch these big channels and they just throw a picture out there. That's all they have
Yeah.
to do now. It's like just sit back and
Mhm.
watch the views come in. and
Want to
count
say
them
hello
up.
to Hot Rod and Daytona and Jim Wallace, alias Mr. Graphic, and Fort and Bill from Coast to Coast Drones. Welcome, and John Bonenfant. Good to see you. Thanks for coming. Yeah, and
room
also
tonight.
titles are important too. If you pick the correct title, that'll help you with your tag. You know, like I did one video just recently where I kind of got clickbaity on it, where I said, "Yeah, I bought a Mavic 3 from a police auction website."
That was really clickbaity, Art.
that.
I knew right what you were up to. I was like, I almost didn't want to watch it because I'm like, I know he doesn't have a Mavic 3. Anyway, but yeah, I mean, the hook, you have to have the hook. You got to,
Yeah.
like you said, save the sizzle. Don't
Mhm.
save the sizzle.
Just have a picture of a hot girl. That's
Yeah,
good.
you know, Lori won't let me do that, but I know that
Really?
if you know, those are the 1 million views videos. They're all the ones with some hot chick. I mean,
She won't model in a bikini or anything.
she has in the past.
Well, there you
Can't
go.
use it. Wow.
Revisit that footage.
Ooh. There probably wasn't any filming going on. I was busy doing other things. Oh.
I had a fishing video that had a gal in a bikini, and then when I got it all edited and I uploaded, the guy that I was on his boat got a little terse with me, so I had to go back and edit all that crap out.
That was all the good stuff. It's a sad day.
Lori says you're bad.
Yeah, but I'm good because I'm bad. Lori she modeled a bikini for me on Maui just a couple of years ago, and we could use that as a thumbnail, Lori, if we redo
There
the Maui.
you go.
We can do the Maui stuff with that because it's legit. It's legit. It's period correct. And very hot, I might add. Can I
Well,
use that one?
Mhm.
Yeah. Whatever you say, Bill. Whatever. We're a freaking team.
I want to say hello to Michael Blade. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. You know, there have been some other channels that are not necessarily drone channels, but they use drones in some of their stuff. Like I just found a channel called Dan Hurd Prospector. He's out of BC,
Yep.
and he's got some great drone shots of beautiful
fill in the
areas
story.
in BC, and it's like
Fill
I
in the
gotta get
story.
this guy on the show.
Yeah. Well, that's where Lori and I are taking the channel now. I love flying the drone and I love getting really cool cinematic drone footage, but I don't want my whole video to be cool cinematic drone footage. I want a story. And the drone footage just fills it all in like the it's like the cement that holds all the bricks together, if you will. Like your story is a bunch of bricks. It's the glue or the mortar, and good drone footage is awesome. But I don't.
Diversify the talents to make a good story.
Yeah, to have the ground footage, to have the aerial footage, to have a fun story, to have your. I remember Ash of Droning On told me just over a year ago. He's like, Chuck, everybody. A lot of guys can make really, really good drone videos. He says, the way you stand out is to get yourself in front of that camera. He says, people want to know about you. They want to like you, So like, God, that first video is so cringeworthy to watch now.
All YouTubers say that though.
But it's true.
It's true.
But to everybody in the chat, I say the same thing. I was like, just do it. It is really hard, but do it. I just keep doing it. And then after a while, it becomes like when Lori and I are just chill and we're on vacation and we don't think about that the camera's right there. It's like kind of cool. Pretty cool.
Yep. Another channel is a guy by the name of Will Dasovich. I've been following him for several years now. And he uses a lot of drone footage. And thank you, Steve. Yeah, there's my Teespring if you want to buy shirts or mugs and tumblers, all kinds of neat stuff.
Got to get on that pretty quick. If you're going to do the Teespring thing, anybody in the chat, if you're going to order up Teespring stuff from Art, you want to do it really quick because it takes about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Sometimes.
Right.
So you want to give it at least 2 weeks. So like now.
Now, Will he's half Filipino, half American. And he's out of San Francisco, but he lives mostly in the Philippines. He has a condo in Makati, like a suburb of Manila.
Oh, wait. Bill brings up something really, really valuable. If you have 500 or more subscribers, you have the community tab. And
that's right.
And you don't have to do it you do it in the community tab too, but you also do it in your videos. You pin your first comment and you do just what Bill said. You ask people something about, he says what they want to see you do. You can ask them anything anything within reason
Right.
and engage
Human
them.
sacrifice.
Yeah, you want to. I've been working on that recently too. I'm trying to engage the viewers because I think that's what's gonna have people want to come back and visit because
Absolutely.
that's what makes it fun, right? I mean, it's just social media. We're supposed to be engaging and have fun with this, and everybody that watches your stuff,
Be
it's like,
social.
yeah, that's what's cool about it. Like I don't know about like Jim's channel. I can't believe it's so small. Jim, you're hilarious, man. I don't dude, I don't get it. You're on Heron's show. Like you should have like zillions of subscribers. What the frick?
Well, no, to be honest, nobody knows I have a channel. Nothing's ever said. But
Now they do.
Well,
yeah, these guys.
speaking of Ken Heron, Ashley, she just broke 100K,
Wow.
Yeah,
and she's only been doing it for a little over a year.
yeah. She found a
And-
niche for
but
sure.
Yeah.
She just found a great niche, and she's killing it. And I wouldn't be surprised if she grows faster than Ken Heron.
Maybe.
Are we allowed to? Yeah, it's not Ken's channel, so we can say her name.
Mhm.
Oh, is that how it works? Is that how
But
it
getting
works?
back
I
to
didn't
Will
know it did.
Dosovich, he was just recently up in Nepal, up in the Himalayas. I think they were going to go up one of the mountains, not Mount Everest or K2, but and here's Jim Beauchart's channel if
There
you
you
want
go.
to
Thanks, Maddie.
Thank you.
Good man.
go take a look there.
That's something
Uh,
else you can do too. If you have the community tab, you can tag somebody's channel and call them out anytime you want. I've done
right.
it with like drone seekers and stuff because it's like, doesn't it? I'm sorry, Art, if I went off topic, sort of, kind of, but not really. Drone seekers is on every Sunday, and they have a Facebook page to go with their YouTube channel, and their Facebook page has like, I don't know, like 2,000 subscribers or something, or members.
Yeah,
And yet
you gotta get
Yet
back
the
on
YouTube
my-
channel only has like 200. Come on now, people.
Mhm.
Subscribe.
Well, anyway, getting back to Will Dosovich, he was up in
sorry.
Nepal, and he's with other YouTubers up there. Mr. Steele was up there. You know who Mr. Steele is? The FPV
Remington?
guy.
Remington Steel.
Come on, he's been
Chris
on
Bronson.
Ken Heron's channel a few times. He's the guy with the curled up mustache, FPV flyer.
Oh, I
He's
thought
the
that was
one
the
that
My
took-
Classic Car dude with the curly up mustache thing.
He took a Phantom 3 and he souped up the motors on that, and he turned into an FPV drone, and that thing is just flying around him at 100 miles an hour. But it was kind of surprising to see him up there. And then I saw some of Will's footage, and it looks like, oh, here's Chuck's
Thanks,
channel.
Maddie.
So
Should put Maddie's channel up too.
it looks like he got a DJI FPV drone, because some of his footage doesn't look like his typical Mavic 2 Pro they usually brings with. So that was interesting.
I have to use mine more. That's a fun drone.
Hmm.
Yeah. It's kind of cool to mix. Actually, it's cool to mix drone footage in your video too from different drones. Have different style stuff and blend it.
Well, how about James Tanner from IPI Dream?
Yeah.
I don't know. Have you watched his last channel video?
But he uses the drone
the-
quite a bit
the
for those
house-
things.
The house build is really looking interesting.
And he's using a drone for a little bit of B-roll here and there. He gets some different angles and stuff to
Yep.
show aerial
Yes,
perspective.
he does.
Yeah, it's a great use of that camera.
Yep.
Or all cameras.
And he's
Eddie,
been
thanks, by
doing-
the way. Thanks. I don't know if I said that already.
Enjoy those waffles, James.
Maybe they're pancakes.
Who knows? But Yeah, so I mean, there was even a fishing channel where they use drone footage.
Fishing with Louisa is
Sissel Offshore, where her
mm,
boyfriend Brian does all the drone flying. He gets some killer footage.
Louisa's
they're-
hubby or boyfriend or whatever is doing the same thing. It's the same
Oh, yeah?
formula. Yeah, fishing
Well,
with
I'll have
Louise,
to
the same
start
formula.
watching her more. Yeah.
Yeah, she looks pretty good in a bikini. Sorry, Lori.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
Ah,
Oh, Alan just subbed your channel, Jim.
awesome. Thank you so much for your support.
Here we go. I'll be chasing Jim soon.
Ah, yeah.
I'm not kidding, man. You're hilarious. There's definitely room for you.
Well,
It's cool.
Just work on your channel art and your thumbnails and
Now let's focus. Focus
Yeah.
on if you're gonna do humor, just focus on
Yeah,
that. It's all good, man.
the bulk of that is from Ken's show, but Uncle Extra Medium has his channel now, and he just uploaded his first video about half hour before this show.
Really?
oh, wonderful.
What's his
And
channel?
that- Uncle Extra Medium.
Uncle Extra Media.
Yeah.
Maddie's been like the producer. He's been popping stuff up left and right.
Cool, cool, cool.
Maybe Maddie will
Probably
find that
won't.
one too.
Won't even find that one. I don't know. Yep. So there might be
So, I
other
mean,
risque jokes on there.
mhm.
Ones you won't see on Thursday night anymore.
Yeah.
Oh, is Ken toning it down?
Oh, Ken's radio. You gotta remember, he gets kind of cross with me when I get a little on the edge there.
It'd be really cool if he dropped in right now.
Yeah.
Ken.
Yeah, I sent him a link, but he hasn't been in for a
Sit
couple
right
weeks.
next to Jim.
Oh, here's
Awesome.
Uncle Extra Medium if you want to
There it is.
subscribe.
Oh, that's one of the
Great.
cool things that you get. I think everybody who has more than 100 subs knows, but you can customize your URL when you get to 100 subs, which is really cool.
Hello, Harold Battaglia. Good to see you.
So as far as growing the channel art, I saw you over in TikTok with me. You ventured into the dark side with me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're not
I
wearing
gotta make
bikinis
a
over
video
there.
for TikTok. Maybe I'll do one for the contest.
I tried a
been,
couple. I do like a couple of 1 minute quickies, and then they're 19:6 format, and
What she
just
said.
kind of like, ooh, that's 6:9 format.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh,
Oh,
ooh,
where is that? There we go.
yeah. No,
Hey,
really,
Lee, good
I was
to
trying to
see
use.
ya.
I was experimenting with TikTok just to see if I did a couple of 1 minute or less, like kind of promos, and bring people over to the YouTube channel, see if it works. And it's not working yet, but why not
You
try
never
it? It's
know.
another. And Reddit is fair game to anybody who's.
Oh, I'll have to
I'm not
try
big
that.
enough
I
to give away all
am
my tricks, but
subscribed to that, and I'm on Instagram as well.
mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Yep. And of course, the old faves like Facebook and Twitter. But
Yep.
Facebook
Mhm.
doesn't seem to do, I don't know, much for whatever reason.
Well, I do my like a couple hours or more before the show. I'm on Facebook saying, "Hey, I'm on tonight.
Yeah.
Here's what I'm talking about."
but that just gets people that already know
Facebook.
about you because you've done it before. It's just
Yeah, you got to
more
break out.
friends.
Yeah, you got to
Mhm.
get out there. And yeah, Maddie, thanks, man. I know I'm very impatient. I'm Gen X. I'm very, very impatient. I want now.
Yep.
But
Yes.
anyway, he's right. But Reddit is a nightmare. Reddit is like the wild, wild west. That's why it's kind of cool. Like
There you go,
to
Troy.
Facebook. Yeah. Yeah, get them to 100 subs. That'd be awesome. We have enough people in here now. We have probably half of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
Thunderbird 6 says MySpace.
MySpace
That
rocks.
was my first dip into social media.
Was it MySpace? Yeah, I remember that.
Yep. Back in 2008, 2009.
You know, I had my YouTube channel set up because of Google in 2011. I can only imagine if I had 10 years at this where I would be now. It's really disappointing.
Hmm. I had a YouTube channel 2009, and basically I was just putting up
I didn't put anything.
videos now and then, and I got some of my comedy videos up there and some videos of comedian friends of mine put up there. And it wasn't until 2018 that I started this and the other channel, my
Yeah.
fishing channel.
Yeah. Well, I didn't do anything with YouTube until 2017. So for 6 years, the channel I had a so-called channel and it just sat there like dormant. So sad. So sad. But I'm here now. We're in the game now.
Yep.
And the drone community has been incredible. I mean, I without the drone community, I'd be nothing still, because all you guys, like, man, it's so cool. Everybody is so supportive in here. It's unbelievable.
Yep.
Like, Bill brought me on the Coast to Coast drones, and
Yep.
Ash, droning on. He brought me into some live stream stuff, and Art, hanging out with you for a while, and everybody in the chat is super cool. And yeah, it's awesome.
And
like-
that's what I find, because like regular TV is just so boring now. So everybody gets their entertainment from YouTube.
YouTube's
Yep.
where it's at.
I think
Mhm.
so.
It's where it's at.
And YouTube is more tailored. You can find channels that you like instead of the crap that's on TV.
Well, YouTube can help you fix that broken whatever widget. Just
And
look for
yes,
how to
or
fix
cook
this
that
broken widget.
wonderful meal.
Yeah, I mean, it's all there. And
Mhm.
this is
Or how to find your ex-girlfriend.
sure you want to do that?
You a
Careful.
stalking her?
Careful what you wish for.
Well, I gave my girlfriend some stockings for Christmas, and
Ooh,
she gave me a restraining order.
nice. Nice. You should deliver your jokes at the beginning like that. That's like sweet right there.
I need the one. Oh, yeah, thank you. Oh.
No, Chuck, Lori says you've been up to Toronto.
I haven't been to Toronto in an obscenely long period of time. It's been, geez, Jim, we saw Phantom of the Opera up there when Lori and I were dating.
Yeah, that's really a long time ago.
Oh,
Yeah.
that would be Phantom of the Opera, eh?
Hey.
Hey,
Yeah, but we do need to get back to Toronto. Well, Genesis was playing up there like right before Buffalo. They were in Toronto for 2 nights.
well, yeah. When you said Buffalo, I said, "Oh man, if I'd known, I could have met you down there." It's only about an hour 20 minutes from me.
Yeah, it's not bad. I know. Usually when I get to Buffalo, I know Niagara Falls is right on top of it, and then hook up around Hamilton and up to Toronto if we dared. But
Yeah.
Toronto is much bigger than the last time I was there. I have a couple of friends. Jim, whereabout are you? And you outside of the city, I take it?
Yeah, I'm about
Suburbia?
10 minutes outside of Toronto, a little town called Brampton.
Brampton? Is
Yeah.
that where's that with
600
respect to Cambridge?
Oh God, you leave Toronto and you're there at Brampton. Cambridge is still about another hour away. I'm from the KW area.
Oh, there's cousin extra small medium.
Wow. Yeah, thank you so much, everyone.
Hmm.
Now I just got to work on posting all those jokes, that fine-tune editing, and get them up there so you can bust a gut.
There you go.
Phantom of the Canuck.
It's with that up there. Thunderbird. He has the hair and eyes on his old Phantom. I never tried those
Yeah,
things
neat.
out. They really scare birds away.
No.
No, it's
I
a
haven't had one,
See, it's like clickbait.
and any of my
Product
drones.
feature.
clickbait.
Mm.
It goes over 100. What? I'm trying to read the chat a little bit. Keep up with it. We do need a producer. Art, you need a producer. But you have
There you
Steve in the
go.
background. He's kind of picking up the loose change.
Well, Steve helps out, and now Matt's helping out today, which is
That's
good.
pretty awesome in the background. He's taking care of all kinds of good stuff.
Mhm.
Oh, this just in from Art's producer. I need a raise.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, as soon as
And
Art
less
starts
hours.
Yeah.
Less
As soon as Art
hours, more
starts
money.
paying, he'll be getting a producer.
Maurice says,
But- An island in Lake Ontario just off the shore of Toronto. Yeah, Lake Pilot has it right. You need a young, hot intern producer.
yeah, like a Bailey Quarters.
Oh yeah, good old Bailey Quarters from WKRP.
Yeah, that'll
He
cost
was
you
a
more than
cutie.
$100 an hour.
Hmm.
Yeah. So what else can we do to grow our channels, Art? Tell me more. Tell me
well,
more.
I
I'm willing to
mean-
try just about anything.
I mean, you don't need to spend a ton of money on equipment,
I did that anyway.
but fortunately, with this great community, you get stuff from people. They send you stuff, and which helps out.
When you get a little bigger.
and the super chats help out to get you stuff like this this cool looking stream deck. See how I have icons for different things,
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Uh,
Wait. No, Lori, we're not jumping off a plane. You can. I'll film it for you, but I'll fit the GoPro to your helmet and stuff, and
yeah,
send
there
you on
you
your
go.
merry way. I'll fly the drone around you, but I am not jumping out of a perfectly good airplane, even though I know the skydiving planes are far from perfect. I have a friend who did it. He says, yeah, the plane's so rickety. I told you this before, Art. The plane's so rickety that you want to jump out
Mhm.
before it crashes.
Well, and a nice green screen like I have here. That was a donation.
Nice. Did you get it back?
And,
Do you have the drop green screen behind your image? Or
Yeah.
is that just
I
what
have
do you know what I mean?
couple poles that are on
With the
little
green.
tripods. They have a rod up at the top, and this just a green.
Oh, I got Jim going
uh,
now.
Pole dancers with a rod? What?
Old answers with a rod.
Yep.
Next, we're going to talk about penetration and get in trouble.
Ooh, penetrate.
There goes the monetization. I'm sorry. Happens every week.
Penetration.
Ooh, now I didn't add reverb to it. That's serious
Ooh.
now. And now you're done for, mister. You're just done for.
That's worth the money right there for that effect.
That was kind of good. Yeah.
Or I could go.
Yeah, that's not. That's
Alrighty, let's welcome
That's so good.
all the way from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, the young'un from Florida. Let's welcome Matt.
oh, there's Mr. Producer.
I figured, you know
Bravo.
what? Why keep posting this crap in the chat? I might as well get on and just start talking about it.
There you go.
A little bit
Way
easier.
easier.
That's right.
Hey, we got hot on
Welcome to the
100,
show.
so that works. 100's a hard number to hit, man.
It was a long climb to 100.
Yep, it is. But after that, he posts some great footage too. He does a lot of sunrises, sunsets. He does a lot of rocket ship because he lives close to Cape Canaveral.
I saw one on
Yeah,
Facebook yesterday. Somebody showed the launch last night from their porch.
Yeah, he does a lot of them.
Wow.
Boys. Mr.
Also,
Uncle
networking is good to grow your channel.
Network.
Fortunately for me, I was following this channel called Pusa Studios, which is out of Montreal area.
Andrew.
Mhm.
Andrew.
Yeah.
And boy, he gave me a lot of tips on
He
how
does that.
to grow my channel. And I
He does
just
that ride. Yeah.
sit there and what you do is like this channel, I say hello to everybody. When I go to somebody's live stream, I say hello to everybody. And then people see your name and they go, and then eventually somebody will you know what? I'll check out that.
What is that
Art
channel
Code Drone
anyway?
Solution.
What is that?
Yeah, or that
Artco Drone Solutions channel.
Mhm.
What's Maddie's Drone World?
Got to
What's
post
Jim
though.
Poshard up to?
Got to post. Got to post. That's my problem. I don't post enough.
Yeah,
But
I don't know
that's
though.
how I started, bro. Is bumping into everybody's live streams every night, and
Mm-hmm.
no matter whose video it was, constantly commenting on everybody's videos.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
after a while, your name starts picking up, and then
Right,
it's just a matter of
Mhm.
of course, always subbing to other people helps. I mean,
Yeah,
I never
but-
expect anything in return.
Yeah,
But-
because you can't expect you can't do the sub for something. You have
No.
to sub. You have to sub a channel, just like you want people to sub you. They want people to sub you because they really dig what
They-
you're doing.
yeah,
They like-
absolutely.
they like your work. Because if you get subscribers that are really loyal, it's organic. It takes a while, but they like your work, and then they're gonna watch your stuff, and they're gonna comment on it, and they're gonna like it, and
Yep,
then it's just gonna. But that takes a long ass time, and I'm like super impatient. But
it
you know,
does.
but we're just doing it.
Well,
We're all just doing it.
and with Andrew's
Enough to
channel,
know.
Kusa Studios, is he would premiere channels. He would have a wheel where people would put their number in, and he'd pick a number, and that person was going to be promoted on their channel.
That's a great
They
idea.
would say
Super cool.
number 60 something.
Did he get in
Artco
trouble for doing
Drone
it?
Solutions, and
Yeah.
then they'll show everybody your channel, and they'll talk a little bit about it, and they'll say, well, the artwork, maybe if you worked on it, and maybe if you blah blah blah, or they'll say, oh, but the thumbnails look pretty good. They give you a lot of really nice pointers like that.
Yeah, you don't want to take any advice.
Robbie,
Don't take any advice from me because I don't have any plans on being a YouTube star. So I just do it for fun, man.
Yeah.
I'm only on it for you guys.
So-
I do it to support everybody else.
It's not a way to get rich. Even like the big guys that we all know on here, they're not really getting rich doing it. They
Nah.
do it. They still have to do it because they love doing it, because otherwise you just stop. There's this one travel channel that my wife and I watch, and we've watched them. They quit their jobs to be travel vloggers, and we watch their stuff because obviously that's what we kind of do. And then they've gotten so professional at it, but now you can tell like the vibe has changed. It's like you can tell it's a job now. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can feel it when you watch it as a viewer. You can feel it and see the change that there's this like. And now I don't like to watch their stuff anymore because it's like, and then they're selling their backpacks and all their crap all the time, pushing all their stuff, and it's like,
I'll tell you what else. These live streams are starting to become a job.
it can be.
Trying to keep up with these live streams, man. Holy
It's
crap.
hard. I know. I can't watch them all either. I can't, man. I want to, but I just can't. It's like
well, thank
It's a
you,
lot.
Bort.
crowded.
Yeah, that's what I'm in it for, man. I like supporting everybody else. I don't
Yeah.
get the subs out of it. It really doesn't bother me. I'm just there for the friendships and for the support for other people. I don't do it for myself. Like
I'm
I
with
even
you.
the show I do, I don't do it for me. I invite whoever wants to come on. Get your name out. Do
Right.
whatever. I don't
There
do
you
that.
go.
I don't do that shit for me. I don't mind. I don't care if nobody's watching, nobody's watching. But if there's somebody else on with me, I'd like people to watch so that they get to know that person that's with me.
Mhm.
It's
Yep.
it's got nothing to do with me. And that's the way it's always
Yep.
been. But for somebody like Chuck,
I want to be a superstar.
shit. Yeah, man. You want to
Yeah,
get
dude.
there, and you will. You'll get there. It'll come, bro. It'll come.
Now they
Just,
have Lori. Lori wants to be a superstar with me, so now it's like
just keep doing what you're doing, man. It'll come. It takes time.
I don't know,
they'll
it does
come.
take time. It takes time to get less bad at where we are right now. We want to be every time we make a video, we want to be less bad than the one before.
Yeah.
But man, sometimes I'm going through the Scottish footage I have, and it's like, how am I gonna put that turn that into a story?
Hey, Ray. Good to see you.
I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, but Chuck, you're only 24. You got lots of time. You got the
Who are you
baby.
talking to?
You baby face little wonder. You.
Hey, how old are you, Chuck?
I'm not allowed to say. Lori won't
Should
let
I even
me.
ask?
Lori won't let me.
I'm
say.
37, so if you're older than me, then yeah, you're younger than me. No, are you?
Well, Lori's
Look at
only,
the eyes. He's like, what the hell?
Lori's only
Come on.
29.
Lori, do you want me to give him a clue? She's not
Yeah.
answering.
By the way, I am going to go
Um,
live tonight. Art,
you
if you
know-
want to jump on with me, that's up to you.
Okay, I'll tell you. Do you know how old Lori's gonna get mad at me? Do you know how old Ken Heron is?
Yeah.
Yeah, 55.
Yeah.
Oh, he's
Are you
just
really?
55. Wow.
Holy
Good,
crap!
good.
No freaking way!
No way.
Way.
You're a liar.
I'm not lying, man.
Holy crap, man! I thought you were my age, bro.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
It's just
God,
I
I
don't
can
have
imagine
kids.
what
I
you're
don't
gonna
have
look like.
kids. I wasn't lucky enough to have kids.
Yeah,
so
that's a
now
good point. Good
That's
point.
taxing. But
Oh, it is. The gray hairs I did not expect, but they're coming. They're coming
yeah,
in.
yeah.
I will be 62 in about 6 weeks.
62.
Yep.
Boy, it
Let's have
sucks
guess.
getting older.
It does, man. It's like it does, and then you
No,
start
and
thinking,
you
like,
get up
you're
and
like,
you
how much
start
time do I
making
have to get this
noises
shit to
like,
work on YouTube anyway?
That's
Get
the
the-
way I am, believe it or not. At 37 years. What? And there you go. That's it right there. Well, that's me too, because I'm a smoker. So when I wake up in the morning, that's what I sound like.
Oof.
Mhm.
I'm only 37 and I feel like that.
That's not helping you, Matt. You gotta
No, it's not
cut that
at
shit
all.
out.
Yep.
I know.
Yeah.
I've been working manual labor all my
All
life,
right.
so I'm starting to feel at 37 the pains and aches. It sucks. Absolutely sucks. Part of life.
Oh, Lori.
Apparently, you look awesome.
I do.
I wonder why she says that.
I don't know. I didn't bribe her or anything.
Weird. Well,
She had me on the
Glenn
treadmill
is-
earlier. I was on the treadmill before the show, and then we did a stir fry. We did shrimp stir fry. It was really good.
I had a treadmill once. Sat in the corner as a decoration,
Mm.
and then left 2 weeks after.
Well,
Sold
the
it.
treadmill's been lonely for a long time. I finally hopped on. It was like got to be December. I'm like, it's time to start. I don't want to go outside and walk. It's too damn cold. So fired it up, and it has the big screen on it. I can't watch YouTube on it, but I can watch like trainers like
if you have a dog, it's great for walking the dog
yeah. If you have a dog, I guess you could use it to walk your dog
or a
too.
cat. Like,
Yeah.
A cat.
yeah, try to get cat on there.
Yeah, Robbie, I'm with you,
Put some
brother. Let's-
catnip up front, and they're like,
I'm shocked that you're 55 years old.
I knew I
He's
should
gonna
have said
lose
it.
I am
Shut-
shocked. I was gonna say no older than 40, bro.
Well,
Shocked.
thank you.
That's insane,
It's
man.
a genetic thing.
Nice.
Just genetics. Lucky.
oh, he outlasted his Uncle Ernie.
Uncle Ernie Kovacs.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he got drunk and went off what was that, the Malibu Highway or something? those-
I don't know. It was
Yeah, he had a drinking problem, and
like
one
some
night
idiot,
after a party. Yep,
like James Dean.
yep. hmm
And then the drummer for Def Leppard who got all hammered and took out his 84 Corvette or whatever and
Yep.
rolled it about 6 billion times. Yeah.
Art,
Yeah,
you gonna
Robbie,
be
Yeah,
able
he's
to,
all right.
you gonna be able to join me tonight, Art? You think?
I think so. I've got some pot roast cooking in the crock pot, so it should be ready after this show.
Ooh, pot roast.
Yeah.
It smells yummy right now. This time I put broccoli in it, so that'd be really good. And what else? Oh, I put some minced garlic in the sauce, so
Ooh.
it'll give it a little more flavor than that.
Shit, man, you're getting me hungry.
Well, I can tell you
Yummy.
something that would help grow the channel that I didn't do that Lori picked on me is we were hiking up the Old Manor store in Scotland, and she's like, they have the barricades to keep the sheep everything in and everything, and on those posts are all these stickers. I'm like, Lori's like, did you bring stickers?
Ooh, there you go.
No. The stickers, and I see dudes on Facebook handing out. They have business cards printed up, and I have them, but I have to redo mine because the QR code's wrong. But business cards are cool to pass out when you go like whenever you do, like Lori and I do a project for like Scotland, we tag like everybody we can tag that we were visiting or whatever in the video, and hope that maybe one of them will pick up on us and start sharing it.
Lori, Matt lives in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I'm in
Fort
Denver,
Lauderdale.
Colorado. I live close to Sean Oz.
Yeah. So Lori and I have to get out to Colorado and see you and Sean.
I
There
got a
you go.
pretty, I got a pretty cool job tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm spotting for Ken Dono for an FPV gig
Oh,
he's doing at a house in
sweet.
West Palm.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think I'm the
Awesome.
closest one to West Palm for him. So he called me up and he said, "Hey, you wanna come spot for me? I got an FPV gig in West Palm." So I was like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
Don't screw up, Matt. Don't screw up.
I know, right? Now, how much could you possibly screw up being a
You're
spotter?
all about it.
Unless he looks over at me and I'm sitting here playing on my freaking phone.
Oh, kind of like Kelly Green when Ken was
Yeah.
flying his Inspire. It crashed into that tree.
Yeah.
Oh, did you guys
Hello,
hear about?
Jose, good to see you.
Sorry, Art.
I just wanted to say hello to Jose, who's Mendez drone out.
I'll say,
And here's my tip jar. If you want to leave a few bucks.
I was going to say that the Mavic 3 is going to be rolling out with a different controller in the box.
The Flymore
Gonna have the
combo.
RC Pro. And,
Ooh.
yeah.
yeah.
Yep.
Now the question are they charging the same price as the
I don't
regular
know.
Flymore?
And I know they're going to give like they're not going to give everybody who bought one already with the normal control. I was going to say crappy controller. I'll say normal controller, but it is
Not
crappy.
going to give them a discount because they bought it separately.
Yeah. They'll give them a
Yep.
coupon or something. Probably.
Yeah, probably.
So, but anyway, yeah, DJI has an uphill climb on that particular product because it just ain't ready yet. It's
They'll
not
get there.
super- Yeah, it will. It will.
Yeah.
But they really pushed it out way too fast. I know they were
Yeah.
eager to get it out because they
Oh
were
well,
feeling
look what time of the year it is. I mean,
that and
be
I
expected.
think they feel pressure from their competitors, so they kind of rushed it. So,
Possibly. Oh, if it's got anything to do with Autel's timing, they had plenty of time.
Yeah.
well, that's true, right? I mean, I think if they were worried about Autel, they didn't have to worry.
They had plenty of time.
Yeah.
Autel. I feel bad for
That's
the guys
right.
that put their money into those drones.
Oh,
I
into
really
the
do.
Nano. and
Yeah,
stuff
to
like
any
that.
of them, they're not. They can't get a true
I don't think they
answer
can
as
get
to when
chips,
it's-
right? Autel can't get chips.
So then why sell it?
I don't know. I know it's bad. It's basically you just destroy yourself. I mean, here they had an opportunity.
They've changed the shipping date 5 times, and now they can't get a direct answer out to consumers. And
And it just gives,
imagine that would piss me off if I had money tied up in a drone. I don't know when it's coming.
yeah, it's annoying. But
Oh, you mean Autel? Yeah, with
Yeah.
the revolving door of
That's exactly what it is.
CEOs.
yeah, remember one was on Fly for Fun? Who's the dude who was on Fly for
Right,
Fun?
Randall. Yeah.
Yeah,
Randall.
seemed like a really cool guy too. And then next he's on there. I'm thinking, wow, I really like I like Autel. This guy's cool.
He
leaves
was.
like a week later.
Yep.
Yep.
I was like,
Mhm.
really?
He walked out due to another employee being threatened to be fired, and Randall said straight up, if you get rid of him, I'm out the
Lose
door.
me
And
too. I
they
thought that was
did.
straight up cool, right? I mean, that
that's
was
exactly.
cool.
He stood up for one of his guys, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what he did.
And if
Yep.
Autel had kept him and the other guy, they would have had my business, guaranteed. I would
Yeah.
have like, yeah.
Good night, Bill.
Yeah.
JDS Flying Connect. Welcome to the
boys?
show. Good to see you.
Yeah,
JDS.
so that's getting competitive up there. Wonder what Skydio has up their sleeves next. They've been
Oh,
flying
the
that.
Hot
That Skydio
Rod's
2's been out
kinda-
a while.
You think they're going to get out of the enterprise and come to the consumer side again?
Oh, you know what? No, maybe you're right. Maybe with the enterprise side, they don't need the consumer side, but
I know that
DJI,
makes
DJI with the whole
Dun, 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 dun,
Again, the
dun.
U.S. government does not dig DJI at all. They've been, they're on the
Well,
Let's
I'll tell you one
Sponsorship.
thing. That stupid FCC thing that dude put out on TikTok, that crap that was nothing but the smoke, because
didn't
you
see
haven't
that.
heard a
What was that, man?
word about it since the one where they're trying to ban DJI off the FCC list for them to get approval in the United States. That was 2 months ago, and we haven't heard a thing since. That was just some marketing guy wanting to look
Hey,
big.
Mickey. Good to see you.
You know how many
Thanks for
governments
coming.
in the United States use DJI drones products?
a lot of police departments, fire
They all do.
departments.
All do.
Mhm.
The feds use DJI products. There ain't no way they're going anywhere.
Yeah,
Nowhere.
well, I like their drones. I'm obviously partial to them, but I am disappointed with the Mavic 3. I mean, I want the Mavic 3, but I'm waiting for it to get kind of settled out. Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Maga
Well, I will
Don
tell you-
Umaga, James.
Waffles.
I will tell you one thing about the Mavic 3. Unlike other companies, they did tell us ahead of time what was going to be missing and when it was coming. So they did warn everybody.
That's true.
You know, they warned everybody ahead of time.
Well,
They knew the features weren't going to be there. And from then you had a choice. So, you know, somebody like Hubson, they send you the drone and then you find out for yourself. Oh, shit, this doesn't work.
Yep.
You don't watch everything like this?
Right? I'm telling you.
Or like
But,
this?
It look like that dog that you're talking to your dog. Ooh.
Yeah, right. Well, hey, at least with the Mavic 3, by the time I can afford it, they'll be all ironed out.
Yeah.
So I'm good to go.
Well,
It'll
supposedly
probably
they're
be a
talking about-
hand-me-down from Hendono to you.
They'll
They're
fix
talking-
everything. They'll fix it all. DJI has never let us down before, so they'll fix it.
The gimbal seems a little bit fragile.
I think that was a batch situation, a bad batch, because
gimbal?
Dono talked about this
Big
on his show
payload.
last week. None of the guys that had it previously, none of the NDA guys had any
Yeah.
issues with the gimbals whatsoever.
Wow.
And then the first batch that went out to consumers, they had some issues with the gimbals.
Yeah, a little bit of
But I don't think I think that was a batch issue.
I'm worried about the that's a really big payload to be held up by the gimbal and everything underneath the drone. I'm worried about the it seems like, I mean, you always lose the camera, right? It's like the drone can survive the worst hit ever in the camera.
Oh, you see how far that thing hangs out the front of that drone?
Yeah. So
Oh
I
my
mean
goodness.
that is a concern though, because now I'm going to be, if you spend that kind of bread on a drone and you're just a YouTuber like me or you or whatever, you're not doing it pro, then that makes you kind of nervous to fly a drone that expensive and to like get risky shots.
You know how much that camera is to replace? $1,100.
Well, that makes sense because it was $400 or $500 for a Mavic 2 Pro camera because I bought one.
Yep.
And it's about a third of the drone. So yeah, that makes sense. That's about right.
Hello, Russell.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't
A lot
mess
of
that
them-
thing up.
There's everybody that I've talked to, or most of the people that I've talked to, love it. Love the Mavic 3. A lot of the people that complain about it are usually ones that don't even have it.
Well, I guess I'm complaining because it's not quite soup yet. But when
No,
it is,
of
I'm
course. But
interested.
when it is, you know you're going to jump on it.
Well, there's one more thing, Maddie. There's one more thing, man. I have the Mini 2, and right now my Mavic 2 Pros and my Mini 2 all work off one controller. So if DJI does, if they and it's not that OcuSync 2 and OcuSync 3 and OcuSync 3 Plus can't work off the same controller. We know they can.
We know they can.
So it's like if DJI, I don't expect the Mavic 2 series to be included for the RC Pro, right? I mean, anything
Yeah.
on Fly though ought to be fair game.
Yes, I agree.
That has
I think it will
OcuSync
be.
2, 3, or 3 Plus. So I really think like Mini 2 ought to be on the list. And then like if you tell me I have a Mavic 3, yeah, and the Air 2S and the Mini 2,
That's what I'm hoping for.
and they're all
Mm-hmm.
on the same RC Pro, then yeah, and they get all the crap on the Mini or the Mavic 3, then sign me up. I'll drop my check and I'll buy
I
one.
will when I'm
Yeah.
hoping with my 107 to do enough work to where this will pay for it. But to be honest with you, this is really this
That's
thing's
a
beast.
formidable drone.
This thing's a beast, man. You can
By
do
the way,
all
I like
kinds
your
of work
gimbal
with
guard.
this.
That's
Oh,
your
yeah.
gimbal guard.
That's
pretty
they
cool.
sell it on Amazon. It just watch this.
It just pulls off, right?
Pops right off
Nice.
and then pops right back on. What you pop the camera in place and just pop. That's it.
See, that's
There
one
you
thing I
go.
like about the Mavic 3. It actually locks the gimbal in place for a bit, kind of
Yeah.
like the Pocket 2, where you can get the
Mhm.
gimbal guard on it. It's pretty cool.
See the also
Yeah.
see the prop holder.
Yeah,
See the bottom of it,
yeah, very nice,
Ooh.
very nice.
and it pops right
Right.
off. It's a piece of
Yeah, I've been told buy an Air 2S, maybe get 2 Air 2Ss instead of one Mavic 3 for what I do, since I'm a YouTube guy. Having
I would
having
tell
two
you
of
too.
those, one for redundancy, like I mean,
Yep.
it's a pretty formidable. That's a good drone.
I
on
would
a
agree with. I
sensor.
would agree. I would agree with whoever told you that.
That was key.
I don't
Now
own the
I'm
Mavic
probably-
3, but I think for this and what it has. Unless you're doing
Ouch.
crazy commercial work, I think this is perfect. I think this drone will be relevant for the next 2-3 years. I really think so.
They have something up
Hey
there.
guys,
That's a good drone.
it is that time
Let me get my number
for
in.
toffee giveaway.
I barely beat Matt.
I got my number in before. Now Drone Shots is going to
So
put it in.
put-
He's going to be
Put your
pissed.
number. Pick a number between 1 and 50, and we'll pick a number fairly shortly. So
Not lately, but shortly.
Not lately, but shortly.
a couple minutes. We'll give you a couple minutes, and one number, please.
One number per customer.
One number.
Mhm. If there are any duplicates, the person who's the earliest is the winner.
Oh, James is.
Hey,
Must
Chucky.
be-
You wanna
Oh,
have-
and the other thing is, we will ship worldwide. I've worked out a deal with
Ooh.
Instruments Candies, and they said they would ship all over the world. So if you live in, New Jersey or Ireland or Belgium even, or way down in the Philippines, even Australia, we will ship to you.
Australia.
Get it.
Yep.
Hello.
And don't forget my giveaway in 2 weeks, which I will be giving away a Tiny Hawk 2 freestyle. This is the earlier version, Matt. But this one, they have the zip ties on the wire.
Yeah, this one, the
Ooh.
new ones now, they come with gaffer's tape.
Yeah. Mhm.
Yeah. You see the little battery bay, by the way? Got it off
Oh, cool.
off eBay. It holds the batteries for when you crash. It doesn't throw the batteries off. I'm dead
Alrighty,
serious. It
let's-
works great.
Important.
Let's go ahead and
Spin that wheel.
Spin that wheel.
spin that wheel.
Come on, 29.
22.
26.
22.
Alrighty, there we go, folks. Let's spin that wheel, shall we?
Oh,
30.
30.
Oh,
The
I see
winner
Trevor
is number
Foose says
30.
31. Is there a 30 in the house? Because I see 31.
All I see is 31, and I don't see a 29. Oh, yeah, I do. I see a 29, but 31 came first.
Yeah, is that how we do that, Art?
Yep.
Yep. Uncle Extra Medium has 29.
Yeah, Trevor Fuss. Fuse.
Yep.
Fuss Fuse.
Trevor Foose,
Trevor
just
Foose.
send me your, email me your address, and I will give that off
Congratulations.
to Instruments Candy, and we will ship that out
Holiday-
to you.
holiday-
Congratulations.
I just put my
Trevor.
number in the chat. 30.
Mm.
I win.
Nice.
And okay, there's my email. So if
Oh,
Colorado
that's a
kid.
bad leader.
Yep.
Setting a bad example. You're gonna be muted for 10 minutes now.
Bye-bye.
I wish Jim would just calm down over there.
I know.
He's pissed. Look at him. He's pissed.
He's pissed that I'm back because he had freaking rain last week. I was just singing along with Genesis in Buffalo the whole time, and I was immersed in all that is Genesis, air drumming and everything. And
Those pictures.
Superman, where are you now?
Was he in a wheelchair on stage?
he's in a chair on stage.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has some serious nerve damage, so he can't even drum. His
Oof.
kid's drumming for him.
Yeah,
Nick.
I knew he wasn't drumming, but I didn't know that he was that incapacitated.
He's a mess. Yeah,
Wow.
Cool.
I know.
Hey,
He's-
let's
he's
welcome
legendary.
another New Yorker all the way from Syracuse. He's the Orange Man,
Mike.
but he's not the bad Orange Man. Let's welcome Mike Roach. Welcome,
Michael
welcome,
Roach.
Mike.
Hey.
See-
Oh, what a
Oh,
crowd.
we
Oh,
got
what
the
a crowd.
majority.
Hey.
We got the majority, and
High
Jim
five.
kind of Jim's
Hey,
sort of
what's up,
close.
Mike? How's
The man.
Yes.
Bullshark's just up around the corner, man. He sends all the snow in our direction. All those Canadian winds that come off the northwest coast of Ontario.
Now, y'all can keep that.
Right.
Um,
Actually, you, me, and Jim are within I don't know 100 miles of each other, probably.
Yeah, a
3 or
couple
4
hours.
hours.
Yeah,
Even
across
in a
Lake
snowstorm?
Ontario. So
Remember didn't they used to have like a boat that went from Rochester over to Toronto?
they tried that; it didn't work
It
out.
failed, but yeah.
Yeah,
So we've been an hour and a half to
nobody
get to
wanted to do it.
Rochester, and then I
People
wonder
like-
how long to Toronto.
Yeah, well, it would have been cool. It was one of those twin hull high speed boats, I guess, but it just never took off.
Yeah, that's too bad.
Yeah, but it would have been cool.
Mike, how you doing, man?
Okay, I was just messing around. I messed up my iTunes earlier on my
Uh-oh.
phones and iPad, and I deleted a bunch of stuff. So I was figuring out how to get it back out of the, purchased cloud, and I got it all straight now. But
Yeah.
I hate that when you screw up something on your devices, and then you got to go find it again.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Or when
Well,
you have a hard drive crash and you lose everything on it, you didn't back it up, like what happened to me.
Right.
That's,
Yeah.
Oh, that really sucks.
yeah, that really sucks. And you think you can
Well,
get
say
it
hello
back.
to Jerry Bauer and Rigor Mortis. Welcome.
Where it is.
Do I hear
Yeah.
an echo?
Echo?
Echo. Yeah, I hear one.
Echo.
Uh-oh.
Now I don't. Now it's gone.
Oh, okay. Was
He's
it-
Gone?
gone.
Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Good riddance to the echo.
Is there an echo?
Well, Mike, your channel's been growing.
It grows and then it shrinks, and then it grows and then it
That's
shrinks.
YouTube.
You know?
They
What she said.
they see it growing and they like prune the leaves.
Yeah, I don't even worry about it. I don't care if I'm not worrying about being a quote YouTuber. It's just,
But your
it's fun to
videos-
have a couple hundred people at least. That way it
Your
makes
videos
it
are
agree.
feel
cool
good.
though. Yeah, but your videos are cool because like I know like we both film the same thing. We both film that.
There is a channel for you, Chuck.
I'm subscribed to her.
Okay, cool. Good to
Travel.
see you, Seth.
I like travel
Travel, good to
vlogs.
see her, yeah.
I follow a bunch of travel vloggers because that's what we're kind of doing too. But yeah,
Yeah,
Penfield Manufacturing, Mike, you filmed it. I filmed it, and then I didn't know you had filmed it. I watched what you did, and I watched what I did. I was like, wow, Mike did it really great. You showed the history of it. You had a story. It was cool.
yeah,
Yeah,
a
it was
little
nice.
bit. Actually, know who also did it is TJ Grady, the guy who's
Oh, yeah.
it was
All right.
Anubis Arts there. He did it way before me, and it's like there was all our lives, Chuck, right up there on the factories. Like
I used to
why
drive-
didn't we think of that?
Well, I don't know. I used to when I lived by Carousel Center, I'd see it up there. I was like, wow, it's really cool. But I never had a
Yeah.
drone then. Then when I got the drone, I was like, yeah, I want to fly that thing. It's like,
Thing is, the neighborhood's a little sketchy.
oh, Lori was pretty nervous. I parked.
Yeah.
There's like a Quickie Mart right across the street from it.
Yeah,
And like I parked in the parking lot there and flew from there. It was like 7 in the morning.
Did you say Quickie Mart?
It was like a Quickie Mart, that kind of thing. Yeah.
there's another Quickie Mart around the corner too. I think it's
Yeah,
the kind
but
you're referring to.
There were dudes with shopping carts, homeless people and stuff. It was pretty sketchy. I didn't know if I was going to get rolled, like, because that store wasn't open yet. It was only like 7 in the morning. I wanted to park it kind of near daybreak.
There's a strip club
Yeah.
around the corner.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Couple
Well,
of
that's near Schmidt. Rudy Schmidt, I think, is right around the corner there too.
So
Yeah,
But,
it's a sketchy neighborhood for sure.
yeah.
But that's a cool building. That's a service elevator, which is kind of cool.
right. And I've seen the guy. There was a guy. I know you guys don't know about the place. It's an old automobile factory that was a local car company way back in the 20s or something.
Yep.
And it was closed down, and some Spanish guy bought it from Spain. He sounded like a Russian talking, but he was Spanish. And in 2013 or so, he went over to his brother's wedding in Spain. He was killed in a car crash. So he was going to try and do condos or whatever. And you can look it up on Syracuse.com, their YouTube channel, Chuck. And it's like, the guy, he had all these plans and nothing. Now it just sits there.
You
So-
see there, here's another thing.
Welcome.
There's for
What do you do?
FPVers, if you guys want to come to Syracuse, there's
Ah,
the old candle factory. They
Oh, yeah.
blasted out all the windows and everything. It's like an FPV flyer's dream right now. But again, it's kind of sketchy over there.
Yeah. Yeah, I was
But-
glad to get out of there.
But I
Water
didn't stay very long
towers are
either.
cool to fly around.
What are?
Water towers.
Water towers.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
like water towers. Yeah, I've only flown a couple. They're fun.
But Jim, Beauchart, I love your material there.
Yeah, I
I'm
see
not-
that.
So I'm glad to have Uncle Extra Medium now because I'm not a member on anyone's channel, so I don't see your pre-show. But I love your light bulb jokes go over well with my friends.
Thank you.
They're pretty dark, a
Yes.
couple of them. So,
Yep.
but
He's
let me
dark.
ask you guys a question about YouTube. Have you recently started to get your notifications in like bundles now? Like it'll say 2 notifications from Chuck or something like that.
I haven't
I'm-
noticed, but I know I have friends who are subscribed and they're like, did you release a video? Because like I didn't get a notification, but I went to your channel and there it was.
Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm like, do you have the notification bell rung? And they're like, yeah. Yeah. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
thank you, YouTube.
Yeah, this
Thanks
just
for the
started
help.
within the last week where like oh thanks, Art. Or Maddie, thank you very much. Where like it'll, a lot of people do that 30 minutes pre-notification. If you wait that 30 minutes, at least on my iPad, it'll say 2 notifications from so and so. And which is kind of convenient because you don't have notification after notification, but it's like they're both there.
Oh, I have seen that then. Yeah. I've seen
Yeah.
that, where I missed the 30-minute warning and then there's the one where it's going to start.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But I still haven't figured out why sometimes notifications don't get sent to people in a timely fashion. That's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe they prioritize. Maybe they save their bandwidth, and little channels don't matter as much. Who knows?
Yeah, apparently YouTube's goofy that way. I don't understand.
Hmm.
They got some weird things going on.
There's some weirdness. Yeah, but you can't. I do get pissed about it, but then I have to come to the conclusion that yeah, it's a first world problem. Just let it go. It's like
The little things.
I still have a job. My job comes first. YouTube's supposed to be the hobby. That's just.
Right.
But it's a very consuming hobby. I mean, it's I don't know about you guys, but when I edit stuff up, if I have good stuff to edit and I start putting it together, it's as good as sex. It's like this feeling of this euphoria that you get when you're building up the video and it starts coming together and you watch and you're like goosebumps. It's like, wow, that's really good.
And then when you hit enter,
Oh,
I'll tell you.
oh.
No, really. I mean, to me, it's very rewarding to be able to build my own puzzle and to put the pieces together and glue
Yeah.
it all together with drone footage and stuff, and then turn it into a story. And then, like, wow, that's kind of. I didn't think I had that in me. Just an engineer. It was like always the nerd. To be able to do that is just for me. It's very rewarding. I don't know if you guys feel the same way or not.
It
but
is.
Yeah.
When things come together,
Yeah.
because you kind of know when you've done a crappy one, and you know when you've done a good one,
Yeah.
at least in your own mind, anyhow.
You know what's weird though? Like the ones like I had this one called Riding the Rails where me and my wife and our niece went on the rail bikes out in Cooperstown.
Okay.
And I did ask for permission to fly the drone and I had some footage and stuff and I put the video together and it basically came together so easy. And I didn't think it was that great. And that thing got shared and shared and shared and shared and shared. And it's like, it's one of my biggest videos.
Mhm.
But it is the only cinematic rail bike video I've seen where you actually have motion blur when you're going down the tracks and stuff. So it is proper in that regard. It's like kudos to me for that. But yeah, right.
It's funny. My most
Plugging
viewed
away
video
the-
was a throwaway.
Yeah.
On Skinny Atlas, I did a 1.5-minute long video of the mansions, thinking I'll just use this footage up, whatever. And
Remember
it's
that
got
one.
like 6,000 views, and that's like a lot for me.
I remember that one. Those are the same mansions that you see when you go on the dinner cruise.
Right. And I even followed the dinner cruise a little way, but it's like it's
Yeah.
only a 1.5 minutes long, and it's like I guess people in this is where all the rich people live around here, the mega rich.
Yeah,
And it's
the
like,
mega rich is right.
It's kind of like, I guess they like seeing their own stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So
Well, I know there's a guy, the guy who treats our house for bees and wasps and stuff in the springtime. He has a friend out in California who's a droner, and that guy does he goes out on people's boats and films them fishing or driving their boats or whatever, and they pay him an obscene amount of money to film that stuff, and he gets celebrities and stuff.
yeah.
And he's, what was kind of cool is he says, Chuck, he said, I've seen your stuff. I shared your stuff with this guy, and he's like, he's really good. I was like, well, shit, get my name out there then. Come out to California, I'll fly boats.
There you go.
But anyway, yeah. So like, but yeah, there's money to be had. You just have to find the right market. Like everybody's doing real estate and stuff, but this dude going out on rich people's boats. I mean, hey, you know, get a few of those gigs, and you can afford to sink a drone here and there.
Yeah, I know, right?
Because you're gonna sink one.
Know the right people too that sink them for you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what I saw that Mavic 3 video where the Mavic 3 almost went swimming with the beta software on it up in Alaska.
Art, you got yourself a nice drone out of that, though, didn't you? That Mavic Air. Sync?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
got
yeah. That's what you're talking about,
Air
Art.
2.
Your original Air that went
I
swimming.
got an Air 2 and an Autel Evo, which I traded for a smart controller, which was really nice. That picked up a Mavic 2 Pro, and one of the guys in the flight club that I fly with, his crashed in a lake, so he gave me his gig bag with ND filters, and I went and bought a charger, so I didn't need a charger. What else? Yeah, he gave me some goodies with that. I'm like, cool, that works.
That's cool.
Yeah, yeah. How do you like the Mavic 2 so far?
Oh, I love the Mavic 2. I mean, it was a big step up from the Mavic 2. It's big. It's
Yeah,
like a brick, kind of like
It's
the
a big drone.
Autel
Yeah.
Evo that I had.
It's not as
But,
big as the Evo 2, but it's a good sized drone, and you can hear it. Unlike the Mini 2
Yeah.
that hides so well, the
Mhm.
Mavic 2 Pro and the Mavic 2 Zoom, you can hear that thing
Speaking of-
coming a while away.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Of the Mini 2, there's one coming up on the police auction website, which is it's the whole shebang with the case and everything. So
Can't go wrong with that. Mini 2 is a great
I'm
little
gonna
drone.
keep an eye on that. Maybe I'll snag that. I don't know.
Got to get a Mini 2, Art. Thing
Yep.
is, it's my super stealth drone.
Yeah, I got rid of mine. Now I'm kind of regretting it.
Did you really, Matt? Why? What didn't you
I
think
sold.
about it?
I sold because I never flew it.
Oh
I always it's either my Air 2S, but lately I've been flying FPV, so I kind of
man,
I went to a good cause. Doc
love this little
Murdoch's
thing.
granddaughter,
Yeah.
Chloe, she turned 8 years old, and her mom, Brittany, bought it for her as a gift for her 8 year,
Oh,
and we gave it to her at Spin Up.
that's very cool.
That's
Awesome.
cool.
I just bought a hard case for the Mini 2, and I just carry it around in this little thing. The smart controller is like 3 times the size of the drone. But took it to the tree farm when we went to cut down the Christmas tree, and little kids like, oh, look, there's a drone, there's a drone. And then I'd get it up about 120 feet in the air, and then they're like, where'd it go? Where'd it go?
Well, that's one of the things that I liked about the Autel is they're all orange and they're easy to spot. With the
Yeah, I am kind of partial to
Mavics
orange
are that
myself.
gray.
And
Yeah, like you put.
I just like to be able to
Yeah.
see it. It's nice to be able to see it. But
Mhm.
the bad thing is when you're trying to be stealthy, orange isn't stealthy. It's like when I was in Scotland, I was like, I kind of wished it wasn't orange, because if it was just the regular stock color, nobody would have seen it at all.
Spy
Yeah.
cam.
that slate gray with a
Klingon cloaking
blended
device
right in.
for it. Who's going to make the Klingon cloaking device for the drone?
Yeah, there you go. Mhm.
Hey boys, I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here, eat some dinner before I start at 9:15. So,
All right,
if anybody's
Matt,
not
good to
busy,
see you. Thanks
if
for
you're not
coming
busy,
in.
swing by. I decided to go last minute because Adrian canceled his show tonight. So
Oh, okay.
I'll be on at 9:15.
That's why I've got so many people.
Yeah. But yep.
Good to see you, Matt. Yeah,
Yes,
I'll
sir.
swing by.
Good to see you, Matt.
Take care, guys. Have a good night. Chucky, Jim, Mike. Thank you, Art.
Good seeing you, man, Mr.
Good
Producer.
man.
Yeah. Good night, guys.
Good night.
He's a good dude.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Met him down in Florida, and then again at Spin Up. Cool guy.
So, Mike, going back to your video where you've got 6,000 views, I just had a 30-second video that my first time it got 100 views, and I was ecstatic. Schmeghead's got a video over 600,000 views.
Wow.
Smeghead. I know. What's up with that dude?
Yeah.
Yep.
Still,
Oh, with a
6,000.
name like Smeghead.
El Smeghead.
Now
I
he's
love
Andy Cortez.
Yeah, he has his
Rebranding,
Andy's in there now. I like that, but
rebranding.
it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a memorable name, that's for sure. El Smeghead. And
I never asked him what the origin of the name is or was.
I
You
did.
guys know? Did you?
The first month when I first got on Ken's show, it was 3 weeks after the fact that Andy and I started texting, and we pretty much do it every day. And I said, how did you get that name? And I still have my conversation on my phone. I can't remember the ins and outs of it, but it has a little bit to do about being Spanish. So
Yeah, Spanish and England. Boy, that
yeah,
combination.
Yeah. Wild. Well, he's a cool dude. I would have loved
Yes,
to
he
cross
is.
paths with him when I hopped across the pond. There were a bunch of guys I wanted to bump into, but it's a pretty expansive space. The British Isles are pretty expansive. Not like the United States, but it's still big.
yeah.
2 weeks wasn't enough, and we barely scratched the surface of Scotland. We'll be back, but we haven't even touched England or Ireland. I don't know. There's enough time. Got to get back, but I would like to meet Andy.
You gotta go to your fatherland there, of the Czech Republic.
Yeah. I want to get to Norway and Sweden too. They'd be fun to fly.
Yeah, me too.
Flurgan.
Or
Yep,
yeah,
meet my
Italy. You know, like-
Flurgan cousins up there.
yeah,
Uh,
I don't
Wow.
know. Got to get
Have
around this
the
big blue ball.
pickled
There's not a
herring.
lot of what?
Have some pickled herring.
Ooh, pass. Not a fan.
Oh, my dad loved it. So did my grandfather. They loved pickled herring.
Well, Lori and I got told we didn't have proper haggis. We had haggis bonbons. It wasn't proper, but it was still haggis. That was enough. That's close enough for me. I
my
tried it
dad
one more
used to own a
time.
bar, and we actually sold pickled eggs behind the bar.
Yeah, I remember those. In
Yeah.
the jar.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
it was a beer joint type bar. So they guys would have them for breakfast. It was that kind of a place.
Is that where they came up with that song, Pickled Eggs, hanging out with my homies, eating macaroni?
It was
Maybe.
in the, have we been ignoring the chat? I think I'm bad. I've been
Yeah,
ignoring
hello,
the-
Edstrom.
Oh my goodness, I had
Jeff Carolina drone shots, and
I
Yeah.
apologize.
H
Yeah.
has 8 or 9 quads. Oh, wow.
I had switched the top chat from live chat. Look at all the stuff
Yeah,
I
there you
missed.
go.
Holy cow.
Yeah, I'm just watching on stream.
Captured Life was talking about how he's kind of like me when it comes to the creation process and
Mhm.
all these look at these comments. Man, I'm slacking.
Yeah,
I'm-
Stevie makes
Jim.
some really good stuff.
Thanks, Ronnie.
Who? What, Mike?
Stevie, Capture Life Connection.
Yeah,
He,
he's
um,
a good
Does a
creator.
good combo of introducing it, vlogging it, and then his flights are good.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he has some pretty good co-pilots with him too. He's like
Right.
Eddie Nunes and all those dudes. They're all solid.
Yeah,
Yeah. Got
and cool
Mike,
places.
we got to get
too.
down there. Yeah, we got to get down there. Like he was flying.
I
Did he
know,
fly
it's
Coney
not that
Island and
far.
stuff? What?
It's
What?
not that far, but they need to get up here and save us some transportation.
Maybe we could meet them like halfway. We'll get them up deep into the Catskills, which is like that's almost a fair trade.
Yeah.
About 3 hours in each direction. Now I know they've been there though because they went there and they didn't tell us. They were in the Catskills not so long ago. They were flying everything in the peak of fall, and I hate them for it because I'm jealous because I was down there in the fall before. It's awesome, but they flew.
Howdy, Kai.
Spots. Hey,
Lone Star UAV.
Lone
Welcome.
Star UAV. Was he like 7 foot something? Is that all?
Did you guys see the video that Bill, the drone reviewer, made? His Mavic 3, he let the battery get down to like next to nothing. And it was like 20 minutes long, so you can skip to like the last 2 minutes. But it's and it went into Autoland. And it was a little ways away from him. You nearly lost it, wherever it would have landed, So that was interesting.
Well, he didn't have like a meltdown like that one night on.
No, it didn't go like that other one, the infamous other one.
The other one. Well, why would you do that? Like far, you don't have to fly it a million miles away to like do a battery life
surprised
test.
he did that. But when it's like, and he was still flying away from himself, which surprised me. Like, heading out the other direction at like 11% battery. It's like when I'm at 11%, I feel like I'm ruining my batteries.
Yeah.
Well, I have mine set at like 30% to warn me. And then the minute I get that horrible, dun, 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 I'm bringing it back. Because I had a couple of times where I don't know if you guys have ever had it happen where right after that, it's like Autoland. It's like something weird happened with the battery for whatever reason, where it's like, in a minute, it's like coming down now. One time I was over the Pacific. That wasn't good. Now, granted, it was only a few feet offshore, but I was like freaking out to bring it back. I'm going in circles. It's like, I was like, gotta get it back. I'm panicking.
I've never had mine very far enough away, so when I get my warning at 30%, I'm usually within another 10% to get it back. So it's
that's
close.
Jim, I was only like maybe 30 seconds offshore. I wasn't very far at all. I was totally within eyesight and stuff. But when it happens, it was just far enough out where you kind of lose the orientation of which way it's pointing and stuff. Even though so you I panicked. I was like, get it back.
Yeah, Billy Kyle lost one in the water. I think a Mavic 2. And he almost landed it on an island, and it was just short of the island.
That sucks.
So,
and he lost his Skydio in the water.
Oh yeah,
Skydio had that had its own internal issue though. They gave him another Skydio too after that. I know it.
Yeah, because that just fell out of the sky, right?
It did. I remember that video. It just kind of went like bonkers on him.
Yeah,
I do love that drone. I wish it had a better remote control. Because there's not, if you could fly it as like a DJI drone when you want to, and then have it follow you like a flying GoPro with intelligence the rest of the time, it'd be perfect. Perfect drone.
Well, I noticed with this new one, the Mavic 3, that the obstacle avoidance and the APAS seems to work really well, going around things. So whenever they fully do these updates, and they hopefully lower the price a little bit, because people don't seem to be buying it the way they hoped. People
might have an adjustment. Maybe if they throw in the RC Pro in the Fly More and don't change the price,
right? Or even 500, split the difference, $500.
Something.
Throw me a bone.
Yeah, something.
Because I want the Fly More combo, but I want the smart controller. And the thing is like, I don't want the Cine version though,
I want the Cine, but I don't have any use for the Cine. It's just bragging rights because it's gonna have that hard drive and I'm never gonna use it. I'm gonna fly it in just regular. I'm not gonna use ProRes. I'm gonna be flying it like a Mavic 3. So what's the point of me even getting it? Yeah. I struggle with that, but it's
that's probably why sales are dropping off from the ones that have been out there and having the issues, and everybody saying their piece about it. So yeah, I do expect a lot of firmware updates in January, and hopefully
that'll straighten them out. The AI needs The AI needs a little bit of work, but it's already super close. It just
Yeah.
Wow, Dustin Dunhill went.
yeah, it's freaking amazing. Well, it what's the top speed? It's like 40 miles an hour, 40 something miles an hour. So then
Something like that in sports mode.
and you have a solid 30 plus minutes of flight time, like real flight time.
That's
So-
what I'm excited
so
about.
yeah, you
You
could
know,
pretty much get that far out and back
Yeah.
in theory.
All that
That's-
flight time, a little bit stronger signal. Camera, it'll be nicer to have the 4/3 and all. The zoom is kind of a gimmick, but it's nice to have it, and
I'm not sure if I would use the zoom mic. I'm not sure. I'd have to have it and play around with it because the 7-time natural optical zoom is kind of cool, but I don't know if I'd have a purpose for it.
Well,
you
if
couldn't
you
get
want a
close.
nature shot or something like
Yeah,
So
you don't want to
you're
get
doing
close
your-
and disturb. Right. If you don't want to
Yeah.
get close and disturb something, that gives you that.
Hello, Jeff
Yeah.
Udock. Forest States Aerial.
So it is a National Geographic thing to get the Cine drone. That's for the National Geographic dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So those guys are flying God knows what.
Yeah, but imagine if they can get similar footage with a drone that they can carry into the deep dark jungle and it's
Right.
that small of a package. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. That's definitely cool stuff. And now even the new iPhone shoots ProRes, but
Yeah, it shoots ProRes too.
why you would want to do it with those little cameras
I don't know.
is beyond me, but plus
I
fill
don't
up
know.
your phone like crazy.
Yeah, well, that's the real problem with it. I mean, if you have that 1 terabyte drive on the Mavic 3 Cine, isn't really how much time do you have? A
Yeah.
couple of batteries,
Mhm.
and then you got to
Right.
do something with that 1 terabyte of stuff. I mean, when I travel, I carry a 1 terabyte external drive for everything on the trip for like 2 weeks in Scotland, and I've had half of it filled with just normal 264 and 265 stuff.
Right.
Shit, you need like a crate of those things.
90% of people are just watching it on their phone anyway.
Yeah,
know,
then I got to
so-
edit it all. Yeah. So right there, I'm just the way I'm talking to you guys. You can tell I'm not the market for that thing. I should just have a Mavic 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Lipa City, Philippines, let's welcome James, my PI Dream.
Yeah, everybody.
There he is.
Hey, good morning, guys. Hey.
Hello,
How's
James.
everybody? How's everybody this morning?
Doing
Good.
good.
We're doing all
Loved
right.
your latest video.
Oh, thank you. I heard you say earlier that I used a bunch of the drone footage inside there, and I did. It's just where they're at right now, where they're doing the building. It's so amazing, all that digging that's going on the back of
Yep.
the property, and all the steel work that's going inside that project over there. It's incredible. So I'm taking advantage of the drone to be able to capture as much of that as possible. It's
What is
looking
Jim
good.
talking about in the chat? Is he talking about the Action 2? It says 10 or 15 recording.
Jim's running. Good to see you. Good to see everybody in the chat this morning.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty happening.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
getting a lot of Filipinos channels in.
They're chasing
Jalen,
James.
and then we have Seth, and there's another Filipino channel that was in. So,
I got to tell you, I think you started today's episode saying you were going to be talking about YouTube, but you guys are
yes,
just talking.
we were
you're
talking about
a-
how to grow your
We-
channel.
We were
Yeah.
talking about puffing up the channels.
you
know.
guys blew it. You started talking about drones. I
I
don't know why
know.
you would talk about drones on a drone show. It just blows my mind.
The thing that gets me about YouTube is they can change the rules at any second on you.
And
And
they
it's
will.
not like they're asking you, would you like to agree to these terms? No, it's
There's
like
really not
those are
much
the
you-
terms.
It-
And it's like
It's really not like much you can do though. What can you do? You know,
Right.
we're,
Gotcha.
right, but I want to invest too much like heart into it and then have them
Take it
like
away.
say, well, you're like they just made it again so you can go live from your phone if you have 50 people, I guess, which is pretty cool. You know, remember they changed it to 1,000
Yeah,
a year and a
yeah.
half ago.
In the community, they dropped the community tab requirement from 1,000 down to 500.
Yeah, for me, my experience with YouTube is that they've actually been working for the content creators, and it seems like they've been making it easier for you to be able to get inside. They're giving you more space, the size of your files that you can put. Because I remember back in the day, if you had something like a half a gig or something like that, you weren't able to post a video. Now I don't even know what the limitation is, because most of mine at 4K are like about 8 gig. They're right around 8 gig, 6 to 8 gig for each one of the
I
videos I
wonder.
post. And they've never locked me out for any of my videos. So
Yeah.
oh, and did you see what they finally listened? They listened to the content creators just recently. Did you see the big change? You know, the thumbs down.
No, it doesn't
Well,
count up anymore. There's no
it's still
counter.
there. They don't do the counting. So if you have those trolls that are just going in there and trying to make their own little statement, it's ineffective anymore. So really, the only thing you're going to see is the thumbs up, which is really what they should be doing.
You know,
I think
somebody brought up, James, that they were talking about do you like the thumbs up, the thumbs down, or the star system? And I forgot all about the stars, going way, 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 way back when I just watched and didn't like post anything. So like 5 stars you could click on, up to 5 stars.
that was on YouTube. They had that. I don't
like
even
a rating.
remember that. Yeah.
I remember seeing the 5-star thing, but somebody asked if like they said go back to that. Was it ever there? I think I remember seeing it. Or am I confusing it with another platform?
I don't know.
I don't know,
remember
but but anyway, so yeah, I kind of like the fact that the thumbs down is now it's this one and it doesn't count up, and it kind of snuffs the trolls.
Yeah, but I heard you talking about. I guess your theme today is growing your channel, and it takes a lot of work. It really takes a lot of work, a little
Tell
time and
me
effort.
that.
I mean, some people we've talked before. Some people get by really easily, and they just have something that's cute or a little niche that they have inside there, and they don't really do a lot of effort. And they're like
Goes
mega
viral.
millionaires on YouTube. You know, they're viral.
I watch
and
girls
all that
make coffee in the morning, and
Yeah,
like a million
yeah.
viewers, and
Yeah. Well, I got to
their
tell you,
nose, and
yeah,
you
we
know,
don't do
just
that
a
on our
bra
channel.
and million viewers.
Yeah. We don't do that on our channel because we're conservative. You know, like a DIY type of a channel, informative kind of a channel. But anytime you put you look, if you put Lori's picture on there, and you do a video and you put your picture on there on another video, it can be the same exact content.
She'll get way
but
more
you'll
hits.
You'll get way more hits with Lori's picture on there.
And if I put a back
So-
shot of her in a bikini or something, it's a home run.
Yeah, it's and that's just the nature of the game, and I think a lot of it has to do with the subscribers and the viewers from
Yeah.
North America. Because
Well, Lori's told me, she says we're not playing it that way, Chuck. We're gonna do this, you know.
yeah, well, we don't do that either. We don't
But,
do that either here.
Plus
you know
the thumbnails where you have to look at something and go like,
Yeah,
Yeah, those are fun. Those are fun.
I have done that. I have done that a few times.
Yeah.
I do like those thumbnails. Those are
to make-
fun.
Oh, I'll do that.
Yeah.
I'll
I
be
always
holding
think
it, you know?
clickbait when I see those. It's like, oh, come on.
You know
And I
something?
know people that do them.
Lori and I were talking because we've been editing up all this stuff from Scotland, and it takes forever to do. But she's like, why didn't we like do a couple of planned thumbnail shots when we were there? I was like, because we weren't thinking. Because it's really, if you just couple location correct shots or whatever, and
I pull all my thumbnail shots off the video.
that's
the
what
very
you've
last
been
thing that
doing
I
too.
do,
But yeah,
while the video is being rendered in the background,
you
I
can
scan through
it.
however many minutes of content that I have inside there, and I try to get a frame that is representative of what the content of that video is going to be. So that it's like the last one. The last one was waterproofing. I think they were on the build across the street. That was the main emphasis I wanted about the key, how they do the key inside there, how they put the little rubber strip on the inside for doing it. So I posted a picture of the waterproofing box inside there. But I do know if I were really trying to sell views on there. What I find out is any of my drone aerial pictures bring the people in. There's something dynamic about the drone pictures, and
Yeah,
I will
not as dynamic as it was, but it's still dynamic.
yeah, I think I will get probably 25 to 50% more views when I do that. But I'm trying to be consistent with exactly, because I can't get a drone view of the box of the
right.
of the
Yeah.
waterproofing material, stuff like that. So I try to stay and do the same strategy and all. And if I lose some views on that one, it's okay, because there'll be another one that comes along that will takes place. So.
Well, I've been using the same thing, like TubeBuddy will let you grab a frame in the video, and then you can turn it into a thumbnail. But I don't always use a frame of the video. I mean, because Lori and I, we do take still shots when we're on vacation. So a lot of times, like, I'll use a still shot from the location where we were that's totally correct to the topic, but it's not going to be a frame in the video. But we'll use stuff like that. So at least I don't feel like that's cheating, right? I'm using something that it's totally related to the project.
No.
It's like, so that's
It's all
legit.
just a photo, and it's all. It is what it is. It's the place.
Oh. I meant to ask you something, Chuck. I don't know, Mike and Jim. I don't know. You guys married? I don't know. You married?
Yeah.
Jim, I love you, man. I loved your last video, the little short video that you did. I love your videos. I can't wait when you push videos. Anyway, Chuck is probably the best to ask this. Now, when you're getting ready to go on, like this morning, or if you're getting ready, does Lori say, Chuck, you need to shave? Chuck, you need to comb your hair. Chuck, I don't like that. That shirt isn't good. Oh, Chuck, that background. Does she do that? Does she do stuff like that? She like,
He gets that every day.
Sometimes.
Oh my God. This
It
morning.
depends. I get reviewed, but she doesn't always say something. But she will say something if something catches her eye, or like, I can't believe she didn't have me put something Christmassy behind me, or like wear the Santa hat or something.
It's
like,
too early.
That's what Ness said to me this morning. James, why don't you get a green screen? I'm like, why would I have? She said, don't use this background. The light's better this way, because I'm looking at the yard and the coconut trees and the pavilion, and the light's better. You notice a lot of times when I do it the other way and I'm sitting over this other side, and you can see the background. It's a little dark. It's a little dark because I'm staring at this area right here. And it doesn't help with the light. But this morning I'm really relaxed, and I'm like, no, I don't care if you see the mess behind me. It's okay. She said, no, you shouldn't do that. She said also, you need to shave. You need to shave all that stuff off your face.
Our background.
Don't go. Yeah, I said, but it's Chris. So my excuse is it's Christmas time, and I'm kind of getting to the Santa mode, because a lot of times I go into the barangay and I do with the children. I give out presents and pesos and things. So I'm kind of getting into that. She's, no, you need to shave all that stuff. And I get to thinking, I'm like, this is our channel. This is a channel where men can be men, and sheep can run afraid. This is one of those.
Men can run.
That's why I don't worry if I'm wearing a. You never worry about me putting any clean type looking attire even on my channel, because I'm always sweating, because it's a DIY channel.
Actually, James, I would introduce you to my wife, but it's cold out and I don't want to get a shovel and go out in the yard. So.
Sorry.
Yeah, I just want to relax. This is.
Yeah. See, she's thinking about it.
There she goes. She's already in there. I'm telling you, there needs to be a Lori and Ness channel. We got to give them their own channel on the side.
Yeah, maybe. Go right to their heads.
Is this Artco or The View?
Artco View. The Artco View.
Dynamite, Mike. Dynamite.
We'll end it.
Be still and enjoy the view.
The V.
Oh, Art, I got your message about the lizard hunter here. So let me tell you, I think we have some counterintelligence going on in our house here. I think we have a mole, and
Ooh.
yeah, I think we have a mole. And I think what happened was when the lizards last week heard me talking to you about the lizard video that I plan on doing, I think they got around and started talking with each other. So last night, what I did was I brought Marianne in, right? I brought her in and I was doing the video for you. And she comes in, she's all happy. You see, she's got her head looking up for lizards all over the place. And normally we can find at least one lizard in the house somewhere. Well, we went through every single room. I'm telling you, every room, the basement, the bedrooms, the living room, and there wasn't one lizard. So I wasn't able to give you a video yet. But I'll get you one as soon as I think she does such a good job of clearing the house of the lizards. We have very little lizards around the house anymore. But Mike, I don't know.
She's got terrier DNA.
Mike, you weren't here last week. I don't know if you saw.
Or
I don't know if you saw the video of me explaining to Art and the folks here what Marianne does. But she's a hunter. She's a born predator, and one of the things she loves is lizards. She loves lizards, and she's so fast. It's gonna be. I'm gonna have to probably put the camera on 60 frames per second so I can capture in the slow motion how quick she's able to get these lizards I kind of help her because most of the time they're on the top of the wall or on the ceiling, and I'll take a little broom, they call it Wallies here, and I'll kind of knock it down so it will fall, or we'll try running down, and she's on top of the lizard so quick. And then the things that she does to the lizard, you gotta watch. It'll be in the videos. And I told Art I would give him, because I'm not gonna put that on my channel, or I'll have animal amphibian user groups saying, "Oh, you're so cruel! You let your dog do this to lizards." Stuff like that. So,
hey, I just got I got an email. Anybody watch the Greyfriars Kirkyard video where we went to the most haunted cemetery in Scotland?
Oh, I did. Yeah, I watched that. That was good.
Well, you know the groundskeeper Nick. He sent me an email. It's super cool. He sent me an email. He's like, "Hey, how you doing, my friend? Hope you and Mrs. Chuck are well. Just found out watch your Greyfriars blog. Loved it, though I sound and look terrible." But wow, he says, "Thanks for that, mate. We'll need to show it to the rest of the boys." And anyway, it's pretty cool. He says, if we're ever back, look him up. He says he wants to go to New York City, so he's hoping maybe we could meet him down there. How cool is that? Cool. I'm sorry. I just think that's really cool.
Want to say hello to Eat More Possum. Good to see you.
Oh, sorry, Art. It's
Eat More Possum. I think it was him. Somebody sent me a great Thanksgiving photo of somebody had cooked the possum and it was stuffed, and you could see the possum all cooked, and his stomach he's got stuffing.
Yeah. Well, going back to growing channels, like when Lori and I were in Scotland, I wished I had business cards then, so I've had them since printed up. But like I said, I used the wrong QR code source, so it kind of timed out. I didn't know it was you have to pay for it after like 30 days, so I have to get new cards. But anyway, we told all the people that we bumped into, we gave them our YouTube name and stuff, and a lot of them wrote it down. So I mean, whenever you're out and about and you're at places, always plug yourself, And
that's what I did.
And it's really easy to do because it's like, for like Nick, I asked him, I said, "Hey, is it okay if we film you?" And he's like, "What, are you gonna put it on YouTube or something?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's the plan." He's like, "Yeah, I guess that's okay." So then he's like, "What's your channel anyway?" He even asked me, what's your channel? He said, "Oh, it's Kovaction Dronography." You can but you search Kovaction on YouTube, you'll find it. It's like a big red K. But I wished I'd had cards with the graphic and stuff just to make it that much easier.
Yeah, they're good. They're good, but most of us don't carry those in our back pocket. I have for the
just
channel.
Have a handful of them is just a hand.
Yeah, and I think maybe it's senior moments for me. I never remember until I'm in the mall or I'm in the place where I'm
have a few in your wallet ready to rip.
Yeah,
so anyway, that's something we're gonna start doing more of.
Yeah. One thing though, as a consumer of YouTube, that if someone has a channel and it seems like all they're worried about is growing their channel, then it kind of turns me off. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of the drone reviewers, because those guys get like lots of subscribers, some for whatever reason, even though some don't really know what they're doing with the drone, but they'll have affiliate links and all this stuff, and it's like, you know, is that all they're worried about is growing their channel, and you know, more instead of just worrying about quality content, you know?
Oh, that's
And,
a good point, Mike.
Yeah. And it's like, I just worry about, you know, I'm happy. I've got 500 plus people. I'm tickled pink at that point, you know? So, you know,
Never
but,
happy.
you know, it's, it lingers around the same number no matter what. So.
Yeah.
Say hi to everybody. Say hi to everybody.
Oh, puppy.
Oh, hello,
Yeah.
Hopone.
Hopone needs a bath. I gotta tell you, he
We
needs a
don't have
bath.
smell-o-vision. We
but-
can't tell.
Okay, you can get down now. You can get down. He really needs a bath. I did. You know, we're building the pavilion back here, so the area between the pavilion and the street wall that used to have all grass inside that area, but since the pavilion took up half of my banana plant space, I dug up all that grass over there, and we're going to move the Cavendish bananas, the real big bananas, over to the same place that we have the Lantoon done. So the whole area is going to be bananas. But I dug up all the grass, the really nice bluegrass that we had over there, and I just want that. I want like mulch and all inside there, and banana plants growing there. And I remembered a while back why I planted a lot of this grass was because Hopone and Marianne, they like the dirt, and they dig a hole in the dirt and they lay inside the dirt, and they become filthy with the dirt. And then they usually come inside the house every night, and I'm like, oh, I don't want them dragging this dirt all over the place. And then what's the first thing Hopone did as soon as I took all that grass up over there? He's over there rolling around inside all that dirt and everything like that. And it seems like I have to wash him on a daily basis now. I don't know what to. You can't win. You can't win.
Yeah. Well,
But you haven't seen. I haven't pushed the pavilion updates lately because I've been focusing so much on trying to get all the archive video from the house build across the street. But what I'm doing. It's really becoming a full-time job. I start about 6:30 in the morning. About 6:30 in the morning, until about 7 o'clock every night now, and it's a matter of getting up because I'm building. You know, I'm still doing the pavilion. I'm in the part of the project. It's very detailed. You know, doing tiles, doing all the intricate stuff, the stonework, and I didn't realize it was going to take me this amount of time. But at the same time, I don't want to miss what's going on the build across the street, because at the very beginning is the really interesting stuff that's going on over there. The support, and you can't miss that, because once it's done, you'll never see it again in the later part of the build. And then at the same time, I'm trying to cover what I'm doing with the build on the pavilion over here. So it's become a full-time project. But what I'm doing is I'm making sure I don't miss anything. All the video, I'm capturing it. And then what I do in the evening time when I come in after dinner, I'm editing the video inside the house. So I think we're probably 2 videos behind on house build. I have all the footage. It's archived about to where they are. But this crew, the construction crew that's building across the street from us, I've never seen a construction crew work as quickly. And I've seen them work quickly, but normally when teams here build quickly, they have really poor quality results that come out of the build. But these guys over here, they're very, very fast, and they're doing very high quality construction over there. So I want to make sure that I capture all that. But it's becoming really a full time. I'll be glad when this pavilion is done, because I haven't used the swimming pool, but maybe once in the last month. The pool is just sitting over there, and we're not even. And you're thinking pool. It's wintertime, but even though it's wintertime, in the middle of the afternoon, it probably gets up around 90 degrees here Fahrenheit. So,
wow,
what's that?
It's nice.
Yeah. So,
cool.
but I've been neglecting, and I haven't been enjoying it, so I'll be glad when the pavilion is done. I want to get this done as quick as possible. I got some new parts that just came in from China 2 days ago. I haven't really discussed it too much what it is, and I don't really want to discuss it right now because it's kind of like it's going to be a real big surprise. So the parts came in. I just got to figure out how to install some of the stuff that I got. So you're going to be excited.
Parts from China. That's unusual, man. I'll tell you.
It never happens.
Well, I got to tell you, it didn't come over on the slow boat this time. I got it on Alibaba. Alibaba is like the huge equivalent to like Amazon in the U.S. because Alibaba is the parent company, and they're normally the ones that sell to resellers. A lot of times they don't sell to individuals because when you go on there, it'll say minimum quantity 500 of these certain items, or minimum quantity 2,000. But what happens is they allow them their sellers on there sometimes if they overproduce something and they've sold the big quantity orders to whoever or companies, direct from the manufacturer, you can order an individual item from them. And and what happens is you got Alibaba, then you got AliExpress, then you have Lazada here in the Philippines, but I think they're all part of the parent company, Alibaba. That's how so we've been pretty successful getting stuff on Alibaba. That one item that came in, and it came in really fast. I worked with the manufacturing the company, and I picked out colors, power, all the different things I needed. And they got it here really quick. It came over FedEx. I was surprised. It came over FedEx. But the thing is, when you order anything from China, from the Philippines, there's so many delivery services we have here in the Philippines. You got FedEx, you got UPS, these American companies, but they're FedEx Philippines, and they got tons of these different things. But if you order anything on FedEx, you always get hit with this huge delivery fee that none of the other people charge you with. It's like what came in yesterday. They charged me $60 on top of what I paid for. Yeah, on top of what I paid. It was 3,000. It was a little over 3,000 pesos for that. But it came in perfect. It came in a wood crate, everything. So it came in really good.
Via carpet? Alibaba by carpet?
Alibaba, yeah.
The flying drone.
Well, if it came over by carpet, most of the time it would get here a lot quicker than the way it does, because one of the items we ordered on Alibaba, it's a table, and I don't know if I talked about it. For the pavilion, we have, if you've ever been to a Korean restaurant before, in the Korean restaurants that have the cooking where you can cook in the center of the table. If you're cooking bulgogi or any of the meat things that they have on there. Ness ordered this one, and it has 3 cooking plates on there. One is like for a regular barbecue grill. One is you put these hot pots on. So if you make something that has I forgot what they call the hot pot. What's the name of the hot pots?
Nabe.
Nabe. No, nabe. But that's Japanese, isn't it? That's Japanese.
Or soup.
Yeah. And then there's like 3 grills inside there, and then you sit around and everybody cooks their own while you're sitting at the table. That you cook.
That's cool.
Cook it to your preference inside there. And we ordered that with 6 chairs, and we ordered that a long time ago, but the shipment method is slow boat from China. That's so we don't even know. It hasn't even hit the Philippines yet.
You cook Korean, you're not saying, well, where's Hapon? Where's Marianne?
Yeah, that's not just Korean in the Philippines. They eat dog here in the Philippines. If you go to any of the Tagay, that's when the men get together, usually like on a Saturday night. It's a men's only kind of a thing, and they all have all their whiskeys and stuff like that. And one of the delicacies at those places is dog meat that they have inside there. Now, I haven't eaten any before, but I've seen it on the table available before.
Wow.
Eat some of
I heard
that.
it's a little rough.
Want to go?
I'm gonna check out on you guys. I just wanted to stop in for a minute, and I think I've been here a while anyway.
Yeah,
so-
you
It's
have-
a good while,
That's what
though.
happens on
Good to
this
see you,
channel.
Mike.
It's a
Yeah.
good while. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
what happens on this
Nice.
channel.
It's fun to
I'll
say
s-
hi.
See you tomorrow
Check in.
afternoon.
Right. I'll catch you tomorrow, probably, Art.
You can check
For
in, but
sure.
you can't
And
check
I'll
out.
look for a link. Chuck, good to see you.
Yeah, Mike.
Jim,
nice
good to see
man.
you. Be on the same stream at same time. Look forward to more Uncle Medium there.
Yeah,
And,
me too. It's freaking awesome stuff.
James, good to see you, man.
Mike, always a pleasure, man.
Yeah. Everyone in the chat, good night. And have a pleasant tomorrow.
Yeah. Peace out, Mr. Crunch.
All right. All right. Bye, guys.
Then there were 4.
And then there were 4. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So,
So, James, what's going on with the for travelers there? What's going on with the protocol for foreign visitors?
Well, it's
Are they
you
back
know,
on?
no, I don't
closing
know.
up in-
It every single day it seems like it's something new. But I tell you, when you look around the communities and you go shopping and everything like that, it's almost like it's getting back kind of like to a semi-normalism around here. But then if you read the news, if you watch the news coming out of Manila and stuff like that, you're actually going back into lockdowns in certain areas, full lockdowns. I think what was up in Parañaque that they. Yeah, and travel bans and things like that,
Yeah.
and I think it has to do with that new variant.
Yeah,
freaking new variant. Yeah.
Well, everything I'm
the
reading on that
Omicron variant.
Hooked on variants. It's like hooked on phonics.
yeah. Well, they
Or-
say the Omicron, and everybody's panicking about that, which they shouldn't panic. They should address it properly. But if you look at the numbers right now, the Delta variant is still the one that's causing the most hospitalizations, not the most infections, but because the Omicron is the one that right now is supposed to be like many times more contagious than the other ones, but they're
Yeah,
not
but
showing any.
It's
They're not
much
saying anything.
So
milder from what-
That's something that's caught my eye, and others have mentioned this, that a virus that's more contagious typically, as well as a variant, is typically not as lethal. So it's
Well, that's
like,
what they're saying. That's
you know what I mean? So like, yeah, it's super
yeah.
catchy, but it's kind of like a cold. It's almost like
Yeah,
I don't
so
want to equate it as a cold, but I kind of do, because I'm sick of being locked up in my house in fear. It's like,
Yeah.
wait, I'm sorry, this is for
That's-
tomorrow, isn't it, Art? But anyway, yeah. But
we got a lot
Well,
to talk about.
you
tomorrow.
guys have a lot to talk about tomorrow. Probably
Yeah.
I ought to drop in on something like that if you're going to talk about this stuff, because this stuff is.
But I
near and
think
dear
I
to
think
all
the
of us.
Delta
Yeah,
the
COVID.
Delta is still the one to fear the most as far as the what it
That's
can
the
do
peak
to
of
you.
it. That's like the peak
Yeah.
of it, maybe.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
And a good thing that a lot of the vaccines that they have actually help you out with the Delta. I think they're going to have to come up with something different for this other one. Who knows?
Mhm.
It's like during flu season before this pandemic stuff up here, they would always give you that special recipe mix for the flu variant of that season and stuff like that.
Yep.
Well, we've had so
Mhm.
many. How many variants have we had already since the first one? That
I lost. How do we get to O?
Yeah, how did we go
Yeah.
from D to O? How did that
Is that
happen?
the Greek alphabet or
No,
something? Did I miss
that's
something?
because, well, there's one letter called new. They didn't want to call it the new
The new virus?
variant. Duh. And the other one was a Z. And they didn't want to name it Z because that's the leader of China.
Ah, come on now. Seems fitting.
But bad news is Omicron is here in Colorado already.
It sounds like a film finishing process. Omicron. Now featuring Omicron. Or
It sounds like a transformer.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody did say it sounded like the Transformers.
Well, when I saw the spelling of it,
Omicron.
when I saw the spelling on it, the first thing that came to my mind is when I was building computers in like the early 90s, Micron was like the king. Do you remember Micron computers?
Yep.
Micron,
Mhm.
yeah.
Yeah, I think
Micron motherboard.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah, but you could actually buy it from Micron with the case and the Micron motherboard, and
Yep.
you got to that the ones that
The
the
bare
first,
bones unit.
I'm going to say the legitimate PCs at the time. My first ones were Microns. I mean, after my Commodore days, you know.
Your
And
Commodore
I'm not
days.
talking about Lionel Richie. I'm talking about the
I went
the
from
computer.
TI 99 4A to an IBM PS2 because
Yeah,
that's
I
what
didn't
spoiled
do
rotten
the
little Chuck
Texas.
wanted. I wanted an IBM computer, not a compatible.
Yeah, I didn't do the Texas Instrument. I didn't start with that one. I
I
actually
had
started
the
with
Timex
Commodore.
Sinclair 1000,
I remember those.
which was the size of a paperback book.
I remember that thing. We talked about that just a few shows ago.
Yep.
Yeah.
A few shows.
Yep. Yeah, those were the days. Commodore 64 and the TI 99 4A, and
I had the
hooked
Vic,
it up to
the
your
Vic
TV.
16 first. I think the Vic 16 was my first one.
Yeah.
Well, I'm finally
Apple
set up
IIe.
for ice fishing.
There you go.
Got the reel the other day.
Hey,
You have your
This
tent
is
and
the
everything?
rod that I got from Rick Halbert before it got
Do you have your tent?
yeah.
Nice.
No, well, Rick has the tent. Rick Enstrom. He's my ice fishing buddy.
Oh, you guys keep talking. I'm going to see if I can find. I got to show you. One of my subscribers sent me some pictures of his property. He and his wife's property here in the Philippines, and I was blown away. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
It has to do. You're
We'll
talking
keep
about fishing. Yeah, it has something to do with what you're
Ooh.
talking about there with fishing
Ooh.
and all.
Hmm.
Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, my girlfriend, she lives pretty close to the ocean. She's on the north shore of Mindanao and Zamboanga del Norte. That's where she lives. And her pig farm just got bigger. Yep. And
Bigger pig
one of
farm?
her pigs just had, I think, 10 little piggies. This is a couple. It's amazing how
This little piggy went
fast
to
they
market.
grow.
This little piggy stayed home.
Yep.
This little piggy had
Mhm.
roast beef. This little
You
piggy
know
had
what?
none.
She sent me the
And the one
short
that went
little
wee,
video
wee, 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 wee.
of the little piggies, you know,
Sorry, I couldn't stop.
having
I couldn't
breakfast.
stop.
And one of the little piggies, he's got his hind leg up over the railing. He's trying. It
It's
was
all funny
really
and cute till you realize that they're all going to be bacon soon.
Here, what I'm going to do, I'm going
Sorry.
to share.
They
I'm going
taste
to
good
share.
with eggs. Can't
I'm
help
going to
it.
share
Okay.
a screen with you. Let's see. I hope he
Everything
doesn't
tastes better
mind.
wrapped
I
in
think
bacon.
I think he'll be okay with me sharing this. Share screen. How do I do? Oh, I got to get out of full. I'm always so confused with this. How this works.
So confused.
I'm so confused.
Jim, is that the wall of shame on the right to your left? To your
No,
left?
the wall of shame is actually that way.
In front of you?
Now, that's where the
Oh.
13 dead hookers are.
Oh. Under the
Okay.
floorboards?
Okay, I'm going to share it. Did you get the share?
Okay, here we go. Ooh.
This is my
Koi
Facebook.
pond.
So yeah, well, I
Ooh.
want you to see. I can't show you the first few pictures. It's got pictures of him, and I think maybe that's. Hopefully, the pictures of him aren't in the first. So I'm going to show you.
Were they,
This is
they
his
nudes
back.
or
This
something?
is his backyard. I want you to see his backyard. Take a look at these pictures inside here.
Ooh,
I kind of
Whoops.
hate him.
Oh, what happened? What
it's
happened
got
here?
a little
Hold on.
pond there with
What did I do?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me find it again. Hold on. What
You
did
can
I
find
do?
it
I hit
first, then show a second if you want to censor everything. I mean, who knows?
There,
Oh,
Don't really want to see the guy in the Speedo
Well,
by
I
his
want
own
you to
personal
see-
beach.
I
there,
want
Chuck.
you to see. I don't know what
Oh,
I did.
nice. Nice. Thanks, Jim. It's good to see Command Com.
Okay, I'm back again. again.
Command Com.
Oh,
Beauchart,
righty, here we go.
Beauchart Shack.
Okay, so look at the koi. Look at the koi in this
Yeah.
guy's pond.
Mm-hmm.
The waterfalls.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, I don't know what's happening. So I'm gonna have to. What I'm gonna have to do is
Fix
go
that.
ahead and
It's an
I'm gonna
Apple
have
thing. If
I
you had
don't
an
know what it
IBM, that wouldn't happen.
I'm gonna have to download some of his pictures. Maybe next. But you didn't even get to see some of the incredible. It's huge with these
Kidding.
waterfalls and these bridges and all this kind. I gotta download them and I'll try. Maybe I'll bring it in the next time I'm on. But I dreamed I can his pond that he has is probably the size of this entire lot. This lot is 885 square meters. And if it's not, it's probably more. It's probably more like 1,000 square meters what he has
Wow.
inside his backyard. So I got to get more information about where he's actually located at and
How
all.
deep is that pond? A couple feet?
Trevor wrote the gym.
Well, it's like it looks so natural. I know it's
Change the
probably
light bulb yet,
man-made,
Jim?
but it's got like at the bottom of the waterfall. I'm sure that's deeper. He's actually sitting in it, but in that area. In one place where he's sitting, it's only like waist high where he's sitting inside the water, where the water goes down.
Right.
And then, but there's just so many features. It's hard. You're looking at so many things. You're like, is this all part of the same pond that he has here? But I think it's all part of the same pond. So again,
Wow.
I wasn't able to capture it really well there. It keeps closing on me for some reason. So I'll try to share that with you next time.
We'll be waiting.
Maybe you'll have the lizard video too.
Awesome.
Go Godzilla.
The
So so it doesn't look like I'll be coming in. Well, who knows what'll happen in the next few months. I was hoping to be there in February or March, but now that's
We'll
kind
see
of
what
looking kind
happens.
of
Things
iffy.
are looking
Well,
sketchy, Art.
we were planning on visiting the U.S. in the spring, and they just put another restriction on visiting the
Yeah.
U.S. Now, 24 hours. Within 24 hours, you have to have a test and the negative results with you when you travel into the U.S.
Mhm.
Well, we had to do that. Oh no, it was 72 hours. Okay, they tightened it up. But Lori and I had to take
24
a
now,
test
yeah.
before we boarded the aircraft to come back
Yeah.
from the UK to the United States. But we chose to do it the night before our flight out because we had 72 hours. We did it that night. It was instantaneous. You do it it was like an app. We brought the test with us and we took the test right in the room. Somebody watched you with your phone as the camera and everything. Yeah, right. Great job. So then, but we waited to the last second for a couple of reasons. But one reason was if we did it then, if our flight was delayed and we got stuck in Scotland for an extra day or something, we wouldn't have to worry about taking a test again. We heard another woman at the airport who had that exact problem. Her flight got canceled and then her test timed out. So she had to go get another test taken. And then he had to get the results on that before she could fly back to the United States. So 24 hours is tight, man. That's like if
Yeah,
everything goes perfect.
well,
we're talking
we're
talking air travel here, which
Yeah. Well, it's
Mhm.
it's really tight. And just think about us. We're like a couple of hours from Manila. All right. So that's where the airport is, and we have to arrange a service, a van to come pick
Yep.
us up and drive us all the way up there. So we have to, if you do it the day before, and even if you do it at the end of business hours, like 4:00 in the afternoon, if you could coordinate something like that, you have no idea how coordination is over here. There's a lack of coordination.
No, I can imagine because
And
like
to try to get that in that 24 hours, it's like it's crazy. So I'm really hoping by that
there's
point,
Barry.
Hey, Barry.
So I'm hoping by that point things have changed. But
Hope
you know
so
what?
because
yeah,
that was really even for us to get out of the United States and get to Scotland. In order to go into the UK, we had to have a negative test within 72 hours of when our flight was leaving the United States. Well, we don't live at a hub, so we had to fly like early in the morning Saturday, and then we got to Philly, and then Philly was like 6 hours later. We took a red eye over, so that meant that our test had to be within 72 hours of that 7:30 flight out of Philly to the UK to Heathrow. So, I mean, I know your logistics are messier because of where you're located, but it ain't pretty anywhere to try to figure it all out. And then to make the window that tight, is like 72 hours is pretty tight. And then to make it 24. Who's the genius that came up with that again?
Well,
I'll wait.
you see, most of our flights over here, we normally fly out in
Let's
the
go,
evening.
Brandon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow,
mostly
right, Art?
fly out-
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it does make travel difficult. And
Yeah.
for someone like Lori and I, we were, oh my God, I think it took us 2 days to figure out that, like, oh my God, we're in Scotland. We're like really here. It's like, I can't believe this happened. Because we didn't think it was going to freaking happen. Now, will it happen again? I don't know. Hope so. Okay.
Yeah, Barry, congrats on 1K.
He's up to 1.01 now. He's climbing still. That was vidIQ that freaking gave him a nice freaking push. Yeah. vidIQ, baby.
It did.
Yeah, it did. So Barry, don't ease up, because
15,
that wave, that's like surfing, man. You're on the wave. The wave will come to shore. You gotta just keep pushing, brother.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, Jim, that's a nice one. I'm so jealous of him. Does he know that I'm jealous?
Jim, when did you start your channel? When did you start it?
Oh goodness, not too long ago. Couple months.
Yeah. Okay, a couple months. All right. I foresee you having a real good success if you do the like the comedy like you did on that last
That's
video.
freaking awesome, isn't it?
If you keep doing stuff like that, it's going to catch on. You're going to catch on really big time.
I just like doing it and making people laugh. That's what I was there to do.
Yeah.
Only gained 3 subscribers.
Oh, dude, no.
300.
No. Yeah, 300 like a day. No, that was a big, awesome opportunity. That's so cool. And when they audit you like that, it just gets you in front of so many people that it's incredible. That's a dream. It's a dream, man. It's awesome.
That's what Boosa Studios used to do.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. It's really cool.
They premiere your channel and they go through, like your art, your banner art, your badge. Oh, that's another thing. Having a badge, like James has a really good badge that he has on his channel, which is the little heart with the My PI Dream heart. Yeah,
the logo.
It stands out. It pops.
Yeah,
the logo.
The corner.
Yeah.
Thanks.
The logo in the corner. That's
okay. Yeah.
That's why I say click on the icon in the lower right-hand corner.
Yeah.
Wait, no, I noticed that little icon because sometimes when I'm reviewing and I do it on the TV, there is no icon. It's only on the computer.
Yeah, the TV setup's quite different. Yep.
I don't know why. It's
even chat on the TV, like on the TV. I have to have my phone or my computer with me and chat when I'm watching live streams on the big screen.
Yeah. So I don't know why they don't push that, because it's like I'm pointing to nothing down there. There's like, where is that?
Yeah, but you got that little subscriber logo.
Yeah,
you can click subscribe. You can click. Yeah, you can click subscribe on the TV. You can click like on the TV, but you can't comment on the TV, and you can't see comments. You can see live stream on this stuff.
Well,
yeah, they have some work to do on the TV platform. But then, how much can you do if you have to have a keyboard?
But they do. But no, you don't have to have a keyboard because I noticed we have the Fire.
You're gonna do like the old phone where you go through the.
No, you use the remote. The remote.
Yeah, what a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah,
it's got the little circle thing. And it's got the circle. Yeah, the circle. No, the regular where you press play, and if you need to go up or down or left or right when you're making your selections with the.
She was going back.
Is that how you had to put the letters in?
So, but you can do that because I noticed something. Oh, thank you, Lori. I noticed the other day we were watching something on Fire Stick. I think it was Hulu or HBO Max or something, and a little advertisement came up, and it's if you want to have more information about this product or something right there. It was an ad. and it showed a picture of the little Fire Stick remote control. It said, push this button, click on this one right here. So it's interactive. And we have gotten a thing before where it says something about, oh, is that Lumpia?
Food?
What is that?
Yeah, this is Bill from Coast to Coast Drones. He's married to a Filipina.
Yeah. Look at there.
Mhm.
Oh, you can't be.
Oh,
Oh,
I
and
love
is that
lumpia.
the red chili sauce? Is that the like a
let me
sweet and sour
see.
chili sauce? Hot chili. I think that's it.
It's Mayploy. It's sweet chili. Yeah.
Yeah, that's here.
Sweet
Yeah,
chili.
we buy that. We buy that from the stores here. Yeah, that's great. That's great. It's almost like if you go to a restaurant in the U.S., you know, and you get and they serve this like they call it like sweet and sour kind of a thing.
Sorry.
It's almost like that with a little bit.
Yeah, it is.
Bit of a
like
hot
a plum
kick.
sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
really
watching.
good.
I was reading Charles's comment on. It takes like 30 seconds to type one word. That's what I was saying, James. It's like to enter with the scroll wheel or whatever you want to call it on your remote control is a pain in the arse. It's like it takes forever. I like if you have Google though, you can talk to it and say, you know, hey Google, and blah 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 blah, blah and say it.
What's in it is it's either you got vegetable, you can have beef or pork or chicken. Yeah, they. The other one that I like is Turin. Oh, that is really good.
Oh, speaking of the remotes and the fire stick.
Fire.
I've been trying. For the first time in a long time. I don't know if we briefly went over it last week, but the Fire Stick, the Amazon Fire Stick, they came out with a new model. It's called.
There's another one
Fire
on top
Stick,
of the 4K.
Fire Stick Max 4K Max. It's Max. What they did is they supercharged the processor inside there. They did all these improvements. If you look at any of the reviews are like, I'm throwing away all my old Fire Sticks I have on all my devices. There's no lag. Now, this is the reviews. I haven't been able to do it, and maybe I'll do a review. But I've been trying to order it since I've been trying to order on Amazon for probably maybe 4, 5, 6 months. I've been trying to order this ever since I first heard about it. And it's been out of stock.
What is that?
Out of stock. I think everybody's buying it for their Christmas presents themselves and stuff like that. So about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, I finally saw it said available. so
grab
I
one?
ordered. I ordered.
I hoarded them.
Grabbed more than one. I grabbed more than one because you know how many TVs we have. How many TVs we have.
That's
so
what everybody
I ordered,
did.
And they came in, and then right after I ordered it, and it's not me because I don't have that many TVs. Right after I ordered it, it went back out of stock again. They have no availability.
Because you bought them all, hoarder.
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding. So did like sparks and rainbows and stuff come out of it when like you connected?
I haven't. They're still in the box. They're still in the box. I don't have. I really haven't had any time. I told you.
Yeah.
Vlogging and building is occupying and being on Arch Channel on Sunday, but Sunday's my down day.
Now you're going to do an A/B comparison of the original Fire Stick and the new super cool, wonderful Fire Stick.
Well, even I talked about it either last week or the week before. Remember, I said I got the new DeWalt. Right, it's not new, but it's new. It's new in the box because I sold my table saw, my DeWalt. I think it's the DWE 745, if I'm not mistaken. I sold that to the contractor across the street, and that's the best table saw I've ever had out of every table saw I've had since I've been working carpentry. But it's still, I got to do a review on that one. I haven't even taken it out of the box yet. I got to tell you how many times.
You told us that last time. That thing's really.
I know. I can't tell you how many times I needed it for this project back here, just to cut just a straight piece of. Like yesterday, I had to cut pieces of plywood that's only about this thick to level off the top of where the bar granite's going to be at the very top on there, so it's straight. So I can put epoxy on there. But I didn't want to take it out of the box because I promised somebody in the video last week that I was going to do an unboxing and a review of the product.
Why don't you do the unboxing while you unbox it, and then
I
get it into service and come back and do the rest, and then part of your video with the actual use of the thing will be great as part of your content when you're showing
Yeah.
how it works.
I guess I could do that. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll do some of that today. Today's I was actually going to do a little bit of work on the pavilion today, even though it was my day off. But what I might do, I might actually do an unboxing of that because I also got I ordered a DeWalt table saw stand that everybody on Amazon says won't work with this table saw. But I found a company in the UK that actually sells the 745 and this table saw stand as a combo unit. So I want to debunk the myth that it won't work or will work. I want to do that, and that's one of the things I want to do during this product review.
Cool.
Oh, one more thing before I forget, because I know you're getting short on time. I got a big thing coming up here on the 12th. I think it's a Sunday. It's going to be December 12th. I was invited by a local radio station down here in Lipa for like a 2 or 3 hour show that they're having. That it should be no problem because I'm able to work with you on a 2 to 3 hour show here. But I'm like, how much can I talk about? How much can I talk about in 2 to 3 hours on a radio station? But I was invited.
Really?
And that is on the 12th. Yeah.
You're doing the whole thing?
I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to ask them if it's okay if I vlog and they're cool about everything in the Philippines. There's usually never any issue. It promotes their station too. So what I'll do is I'll drag the cameras. I might bring 2 or 3 cameras down to the studio so I can get different angles from one on me, one on the host and the interviewer inside there, and maybe some and just do some. I think that's going to be fun. So possibly
behind the scenes, you're going to have like a behind the scenes. That's really cool, man. That's cool.
Yeah.
Howard Stern.
This will be the third time. Sternish. This will be the third time I've been invited to radio stations. Well, no, the other 2 were TV stations. That was PTV4 and ABS-CBN up in Manila, and one of them came down here. They came from Manila. They came to our subdivision and did an interview up by the clubhouse for retirees. It had to do with foreign retirees inside the Philippines. So I'm honored that I've gotten invited to these really cool places and met some really cool people.
Well, guys,
pretty nice.
We're coming up on 2.5 hours. I think it's about time to shut this bad boy down so I can pop in over at Maddie's show. I'm getting hungry. I can smell that
the
pot
truth comes out. He's like,
pot roast cooking.
Pot roast.
Boy.
Hey,
Colorado, what else is in that pot roast?
Did we make it through today's episode without Chuck saying the penetration word? Or, no. Really? You did?
No. And then Art added echo. It was like, yeah, we crushed that one.
I missed it. I must have been cooking. You
can watch the replay if you have time.
Well, James, it looks like it's getting windy over on your end. So
yeah, it's starting to pick up. I got all
the reflection
umbrellas. I got all the pool umbrellas.
I see the reflection behind you,
James. Oh, it looks like you got a beautiful sunny day over there.
Yeah, it's beautiful out here. Yeah.
It looks really. There's Ness. It looks really great, like in the Ness. It looks really the reflection in the glass behind you looks really nice too. It's like kind of like good exposure and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I really want to show you what I've done on the pavilion since last time, but I'm probably about 2 episodes behind. That's got archive video, and I don't want to, because I know a bunch of the folks that come to your show, they're also come to the channel, and I don't want to give away some of the surprises. There's some. It's cool.
Thank you everybody for coming to the show. It's been a wonderful show, and thanks for coming, James and Jim and Chuck. Oh, it's been great seeing you, and you guys have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And don't forget to tip your wait staff and try the veal. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All
That's
right.
cool.
Take care,
Thanks, Alex.
everybody.
Good night.
Good
See you
night.
later.
See you,
Bye,
fellas.
everybody.
Bye.
Till next time.
Yeah. Happy holidays.